Welcome into the Commanders Report Watch Party. I'm your host, Jack Sperry. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. It is Eagles week, and today we're trying to fend off those birds from winning back-to-back NFC East championships here today. Commanders are home, but there is reportedly a lot of Eagles fans at Northwest Stadium this afternoon. Of course, the 9-5 Philadelphia Eagles, with a win, will clinch their second consecutive NFC East championship. That's going to be the first time in 2 decades that somebody has been able to repeat as champions of this division if they win today. But the Commanders sitting at 4-10, coming off of a divisional win versus the New York Giants last week in the Meadowlands, trying to stave off the birds and hopefully prevent their rivals from wearing a hat and a t-shirt at the end of today's game. Welcome into the show, guys. I'm your host, Jack Sperry. We're going to be getting you guys extensive pregame coverage here over the next half hour before we kick things off in Landover. And, of course, we'll have live play-by-play and analysis of the game itself. Then we'll have extensive post-game coverage for you guys when the game is over. So thank you to all the real ones that are here with us at the beginning of today's stream. And I want to know who the real ones are down there in the live chat room right now. Type those real ones for me if you guys want a shout-out right now. I see Peter's here. We got Jasmine Gray. We got Cruzito. We've got number one Commanders fan. We got my lovely fiance, Cassie Voth, as always, in the chat. Everyone say hi to Cassie. I'm sure my brother Joe is watching with her here today. Then we got Richard Barker. We got Rob Stinks. We've got Peter. Rob says, I don't want to win because we need a good draft pick. And Ponzi, this is why we've been saying for the last several weeks here, when you are at this point in the season, if you are an NFL team that's out of playoff contention, you really can't win, because if you win the football game, your fans are unhappy because your draft positioning is getting worse. But if you lose the game, of course, your fans are unhappy because you're losing a football game, and the season gets more and more embarrassing, right? So at this point in the year, the Commanders just simply can't win. But as Jeremy Reeves said after the win last week versus the Giants, players in that locker room do not give a shit what fans think about draft positioning. They are going to go out and they are going to try and win this football game. And I think that's the way it's got to be in the locker room, all right? As fans, you can certainly want to have a better draft pick and all that different stuff. That's perfectly fair as an opinion to have as a fan. But I think it's important for your coaches, for your players, for the culture inside the building to all be about winning, even when the games don't necessarily mean anything in terms of playoff implications. But today, guys, I'm going to be breaking it down on today's show, and I really think what today's game is all about, guys. It's about pride. You do not want your division rival wearing a hat and a t-shirt as division champions on your home turf. The Commanders need to protect their home turf today, get a win. That would be fantastic, because if the Eagles lose today, guys, there's going to be some asses getting tight in Philadelphia, all right, because they're going to be losing this game, and if the Cowboys win tomorrow, then you got the Bills next week. If you're Philly, probably going to lose that game. If the Cowboys win next week as well, that means it's going to come down to the Eagles and Commanders game in Philly in the season finale to potentially give the Cowboys a chance to win this division in Week 18. So there is something to play for today, in my opinion. You do not want the Eagles to win this division championship on your home turf. It's about pride. It's about establishing a relationship with these guys for future seasons. So I absolutely expect the Commanders to go out there today and try and win the football game. Now, coming up here on the Commanders Report pregame show here, we got more pregame coverage for you guys. We're going to have keys to victory. We're going to break down what the Commanders need to do to win this ball game. Ponzi and I will share our score predictions before we kick things off in Landover this afternoon. But before we get into the rest of our pregame coverage here today, if you guys want a Jaden Daniels jersey just in time for Christmas, now is the time to strike here while the iron's hot, because you can get a 30% off discount right now and use our code ELF at chatsports.com/Daniels. And by the way, guys, this is on every single Jaden Daniels jersey we have on our website. If you guys want a Super Bowl era Jaden Daniels jersey, 30% off with code ELF. If you guys want a black alternate Jaden Daniels Commanders jersey, 30% off with code ELF. And of course, if you just like the traditional regular home burgundy or regular away white look, you guys can get 30% off with code ELF at chatsports.com/Daniels. Also, another thing here that is nice is that part of the proceeds go back to us here at the Commanders Report. So if you want to help out the channel and you want to get a Jaden Daniels jersey for 30% off today, you can go chatsports.com/Daniels. Ponzi's putting that link down there in the comments and description of today's show. And if you click that link and then you put in code ELF, we get part of the proceeds, so we greatly appreciate all of your guys' support. All right, man. Well, on today's show, guys, we got some fun promotions to do for Eagles Week here. And, we got a lot of stuff to talk about before we kick things off in Landover this afternoon. And, we can talk first about Super Chats, where you guys can send in Super Chat donations, where all you have to do is click that money symbol that's down there in the live chat room. It looks like a dollar bill. Click that icon, then you can put in any dollar amount. You can put a question in there as well if there's something you want me and Ponzi to talk about in this pregame show. And also, if you guys put in $5 or more in a Super Chat, you guys can get entered into a raffle today. If we can get $200 or more, we're going to be giving away this Cry Eagles Cry t-shirt. All right, and of course we're going to be singing some Cry Eagles Cry songs throughout the afternoon here, Ponzi. But if we get to $400 in donations, not only are we going to raffle off this Cry Eagles Cry t-shirt, we're going to give away a second t-shirt. This time, a Fuck the Eagles t-shirt right here on the Commanders Report. All right, so if you guys want an F the Eagles t-shirt, let's get those donations in. 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s. All of it is appreciated here on the Commanders Report, but it's not required by any stretch of the imagination. But if you guys want to get in on the fun today, $5 gets you into the raffle today. $10 gets you 3 tickets. So you get a couple extra tickets there. Plus, we'll do an F the Eagles chant. And then for $20, we'll do 10 tickets. Plus, we'll sing a Cry Eagles Cry song. So we're going to have a lot of fun today. Hopefully, the Commanders can put together a good product on the field this afternoon. And, you might be saying at home, but Jack, I don't have any money to spend on the show today, but I still want a chance to win one of those t-shirts. Well, here's the way that you guys can get a free raffle entry on today's show. All you have to do is share today's stream on X and then tag our producer Ponzi in that post for a free raffle entry. So the 4 steps that you guys need to follow to get your free raffle entry today, got to click the share button below this video on YouTube. It looks like that little curved arrow. It says share next to it. You click that button. You're going to get a menu that pops up with a bunch of different places where you can share the stream. You select the X icon. Then when you get into X, you got to make sure you tag Ponzi in the post. That is @Pon_Xavier1. That's the most important step, guys, because if you don't tag Ponzi, he can't see it, and if he can't see it, he can't put you into the raffle today. And then after that, you send the post. If you do those 4 things, Ponzi will make sure to get your free raffle entry into the raffle this afternoon. And then there's other ways to help other than just super chatting, guys. You guys can click that subscribe button. We provide you guys free and informative Commanders content on this channel every single day. We're already getting into some off-season type content, draft content for you guys to enjoy. Also, you guys can click that thumbs up icon. There's no better way to boost this stream on YouTube and get more people in this chat room than clicking that thumbs up icon, because if you click the like button, YouTube's going to say, hey, there's people that like this stream. I'm going to recommend this to other Commanders fans that are looking for Commanders streams. So if you want more people to get in here and help out the channel today, make sure you click that thumbs up icon. And then if you want that free raffle entry today, you guys can share today's stream on X. We greatly appreciate your guys' support. We'll also give away free raffle entries for every 50 new subscribers and every 100 likes we get on today's show. So we're just 15 new subscribers away from giving away our first free raffle entry today. And a big shout out to Doug, Team Wish, Samuel, Miss My Dogs, and David, who are the last 5 people to click that subscribe button right here on the Commanders Report. And right now we are sitting at 98 people watching live with 28 people that have liked the stream already. So make sure you guys click that thumbs up icon if you haven't already to help us get to our first 100 likes on today's stream. But now let's get into this matchup here, guys, because obviously the Commanders season is over. But when it comes to these divisional type of matchups, especially when, a division championship is on the line for your rival on your home turf, pride definitely plays into this matchup a lot. The Commanders, the last thing that they want to see is the Philadelphia Eagles, their rival, celebrating a division championship in their home stadium. They want to at least, stave that off for another day here and not have that Eagles team, wear that hat and T-shirt on the Northwest Stadium field today. So 4-10, obviously come off a win versus the New York Giants last week. You still have Marcus Mariota at quarterback. Jaden Daniels has been shut down for the rest of the season here. And you won't have Laramie Tunsil today, but you do get some players back. Jonathan Jones will be back in action in this one. And, it'll just be an interesting matchup here because this is an Eagles team that hasn't been playing great. They did absolutely demolish the Raiders last week, but before that, they've been showing some cracks. So this might be an opportunity here for the Washington Commanders to at least put a little bit of fear in the Philadelphia Eagles and their fans here as they, go to Buffalo next week and take on a really tough opponent. At least make this a battle for the NFC East division crown between them and the Cowboys coming up here over the next few weeks. But if Philly wins, they will be celebrating a division championship in our home stadium tonight, and that's not something that I want to see. All right, I'm sure that they probably will end up winning this division at some point, but I just don't want them to clinch it in this football game. All right, I just want it to happen somewhere that doesn't happen, here in Landover. I just would rather see the Commanders, win one game against the Eagles this week, and whatever the Cowboys do, the Cowboys do. If they just lose one of their final 3 games, the Eagles clinch the division. But the last thing that I want to see here, guys, is to see those hats and T-shirts come out on our home turf. I just would not love to see that, and I guarantee you every member on the Commanders sideline, coaches and players alike, they're going to be doing everything they can to prevent that from happening this afternoon. You guys can take a look at some of the inactives here today. We'll start with the Eagles, who they have out. Sam Howell will be the emergency third quarterback, so unless both Jalen Hurts and Tanner McKee get hurt today, we probably won't see a Sam Howell revenge game today. But A.J. Dillon is out for this one. So same thing goes for Lane Johnson and Jalen Carter. Those are 2 very big players on their trenches, so that might give the Commanders a fighting shot here. This defense has really struggled at times without Jalen Carter in the middle of this defense, so maybe that will give Bill Krosky-Merritt in this run game an opportunity to run up the field in between the tackles a little bit better than maybe what they could have done if Carter would have played. And then, of course, Von Miller can potentially take advantage of Lane Johnson being out at right tackle. He's been out for a while. It looks like he'll be back next week for the Bills game in Buffalo. But then you get to the inactives here. For the Commanders, of course, Jaden Daniels is shut down for the rest of the season. Chase Edmonds, who was on the game day roster last week as a kickoff return man, is not going to be on the roster today. Of course, Laramie Tunsil still dealing with that oblique injury. He is inactive today. And then Eddie Goldman is a healthy scratch this week. Goldman's been a really good run stuffer for them, so it's a little bit of a head scratcher for me why Goldman is not getting a helmet today, and like someone like a Johnny Newton is. I think when it comes to this Eagles run game, you got to be able to hold up front. With Saquon Barkley as their running back. And without Goldman, I do have some concerns about this Commanders front doing just that. But speaking of that, that is the first key to victory for the Washington Commanders in this ballgame, in my opinion, which is to stop the run. Obviously, Saquon Barkley is one of the more dynamic running backs in the league. He's not quite as good as he was last year for the Eagles, but, he's still really, really good. I mean, just a couple weeks ago against the Chargers, he had a super long touchdown run that completely changed that football game. So it's going to really be interesting to see how good Saquon does, how good can the Commanders defend the run today. That's going to be a big part of the story of this ball game, in my opinion. But then another thing that the Commanders need to do defensively in this game is take away the first read. Jalen Hurts is a quarterback that really relies on that first read. And if that first read isn't there, he's going to scramble, he's going to try and use his legs, and then you got to keep him in the pocket after you take away that first read. Those are the 2 things that you got to do against Jalen Hurts. And, the teams that are able to do that, they're the teams that have a lot of success going up against Jalen Hurts. They take away that first read, and then they keep him in the pocket, which is the other thing that the Commanders need to do in this football game. Of course, He's somebody that loves to get outside the pocket, throw on the run. He likes to use his legs. He's a very good runner of the football as well. But if you're expecting him to go to like 1, 2, 3, 4 full field progression reads, it's just not going to happen with a guy like Jalen Hurts. So he's got his limitations, and the Commanders need to have a good game plan today to hold him down. Now we move over to the offensive side of the ball for the Commanders, and I think you got to get Bill rolling in this ball game. He had a really good week last week against the Giants, almost 100 yards rushing. We saw some really good things from him, pushing the pile forward with his power, but also his explosiveness. He's been one of the better players, in my opinion, on the Commanders' offense this year, at least in terms of future projections. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do today after a really good Week 15 performance against the G-Men. But then what you got to do in the passing game this week, in my opinion, is get the ball to Terry McLaurin. All right, he is such a dynamic talent, and since they've brought him back from his most recent injury, he's been getting a little bit of a snap count and a little bit of a pitch count. Today, I'm hoping to see a full starter's workload from Terry, and I'm hoping Marcus Mariota can get him the ball early and often, because good shit happens when 17 gets the football. And then the final thing that the Commanders need to do today is avoid the big mistake. I mean, we've seen Marcus Mariota. It seems like every single game he makes one really bad panic decision mistake, whether that's a fumble with less than 5 minutes to go against the Giants last week, getting them back in the football game, whether that's a panic interception. We've probably seen 4 or 5 of those from Marcus Mariota this year. It seems like we get at least one of those a game, and against a team like the Eagles, you can't afford to make those mistakes. So if you can play a clean football game, get the ball to Bill Krosky-Merritt and Terry McLaurin, I think, and if you can hold down Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts in the passing game, all of which is possible, by the way, I think that the Commanders could have a chance to come out of this one victorious. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to pick the Commanders to win this game. I'm going to go 27-26. Commanders protect their home turf, and I'm hoping that we're going to see some Eagles fans squirm over these next couple of weeks here after losing to the Commanders today. Ponzi, welcome to the show here, pal. What do you think is going to be the score of today's game?
I'm going for the absurd. Might as well. This Commanders team does not want to see the Eagles wear the hat and T-shirt on their turf. I think a game-winning field goal by Jake Moody gets it done.
Yeah, and speaking of Jake Moody, man, he's been pretty good. He's been pretty good these last few weeks. He's certainly making his case to come back as this team's starting kicker in 2026. Now, I know there's a lot of Commanders fans in this chat that want a better draft pick and therefore don't want to win any more games. But, I don't know, man. I think that as a fan base, we just got to have a little bit of pride, right? We just got to have a little bit of pride in not wanting our rival, the Philadelphia Eagles, to celebrate a division championship in our home stadium.
Especially after they knocked us out of the playoffs last year.
Yeah, this is a team that we hate, and I understand that the Eagles are probably going to win the division anyway. I would rather have them celebrate that in Philly or somewhere that isn't Landover, Maryland. Okay,
exactly.
I want them to leave tonight's stadium unhappy. Okay, that's my goal at the end of this game. And honestly, between the last 3 games of the season, Ponzi, if I could just pick one game to win the rest of the year, it would be today. All right, I really don't care if we win on Christmas, and I really don't care if we win the final game of the year. But I really don't want to give up the division championship in this football game at home.
Yeah.
All right, I just want to defend our home stadium one last time against a good football team to give this team and this fan base a little bit of hope heading not only into the final 2 games of the year, but also into the 2026 offseason.
I agree.
Now, before we get into some final items here, before we kick things off in Landover here in just a few minutes, about 10 minutes away now, you guys can check out our friends here and use our link, chatsports.com/Daniels, to pick up a Jaden Daniels Commanders jersey, which is 30% off with code ELF. Again, at chatsports.com/Daniels. And unlike last week where you had to use our code for either a normal burgundy home or a normal away white Jaden Daniels jersey, this week you guys can get an alternate. You guys can get the Super Bowl era jersey or the black alternate. It's all 30% off on our website right now, chatsports.com/Daniels. Again, with code ELF, you guys get 30% off. And with Christmas right around the corner, if you guys want to get a Jaden Daniels jersey for your yourself or for somebody that you love this Christmas season, you've been kind of procrastinating a little bit, you can get a great deal right now. Get a Jaden Daniels jersey for less than $100, guys. It's like $91 if you use code ELF right now, chatsports.com/Daniels to make it happen today. All right, Ponzi. Well, we got some super chats to catch up on here. We got Moby Munoz says, F the Seagulls. Let's get a big W. Hail to the Redskins. Yeah, man, I'm right there with you, Moby. You got the win last week, and you get the season sweep over a division opponent. This week, I'm right there with you. I want to win at least one game against the Eagles this year. I don't want to get swept by these guys. And if I have a choice between winning this game at home or winning Week 18 in Philly, like I'm picking this game every single time. All right, I'm not wanting the Eagles to celebrate a division championship in our stadium. All right, that's not what I'm about. And by the way, like if you're a fan of this football team, you should not want the Philadelphia Eagles to be wearing that hat and T-shirt today. All right, I understand draft positioning and all that different stuff, but like, what, Ponzi? If you win today, you're like drafting 10th instead of 8th? Like, it's not that much of a difference. And then you could still very easily lose the final 2 games of the year, and then you can improve your draft stock in the final 2 games. But, like, today I think is a little bit more about pride. I think it might be the last game that I actually care about winning when it comes to the Washington Commanders. So, I'm relishing that feeling while I still can here, guys. And yeah, I think everyone can understand that.
You only dropped to 10th.
Yeah, you only dropped to 10th, so you're just dropping 2 spots. You dropped 2 spots last week, you would drop another 2 spots this week, and then you could still lose the final 2 games, and then you could drop back down. I don't think necessarily I'm one of these Commanders fans that's like F winning at all, I want to lose. Like, I just have a really hard time cheering for, teams that I cheer for to lose. It's just the reality of the situation. Now, like, I think at this point, there's a positive spin on losing. Like if you lose a game, it's like, well, at least our draft positioning's getting better. But as we like to say on this show, Ponzi, once you get to this point in the season, and you're out of it, you can't win, because if you win the game, your draft stock is getting worse, and for no reason, or quote unquote no reason. And then if you lose the game, then it's another embarrassment for your franchise, for your fan base, and sure, you get to improve your draft stock, but like as a fan with some pride, like I just don't ever want to lose. That's just
you never want to lose.
You never want to lose at all. But there's that double-edged sword.
And I really think that like a lot of the people who want the Commanders or any of their teams to quote unquote tank, they're not really looking at it like from the player side of things. These players do not want to lose, so like. They're going to play their butt off. They're going to try to win, especially against the Eagles. This team, hates the Eagles. Like, you don't think that they don't want revenge from last year? So, like...
Exactly. And, this is exactly why Jeremy Reeves tweeted what he tweeted after the Giants game. He's like, respectfully, like, I don't care about draft positioning. Like, these players put in so much time and risk so much with their bodies, with their brains. And, if they get whiff that this Commanders organization is actively trying to lose, then that's when you lose the locker room.
Exactly.
Because you lose the respect of your players. And Dan Quinn, if you know anything about Dan Quinn, he is never somebody that's going to want to lose a football game, ever. And that's exactly the type of coach you want leading your organization. Now, as a fan that has no bearing on the locker room or the culture or anything like that, I understand fans wanting to lose at this point in the year because, better draft picks lead to more, potential trade capital in a trade down situation in round 1. I get all those arguments, all right? But I think you got to have the people in the building committed to winning 100% of the time, or else you just completely lose that winning culture. And that has ramifications not only for this season, but for seasons down the road, all right? You want to build that winning culture so that you can succeed in future seasons. Now, just a reminder, guys, if we can get to $200 in total donations today, we will give away a Cry Eagles Cry t-shirt. And if we can get to $400, we'll give away a second t-shirt, this time a Fuck the Eagles t-shirt, all right? So if you guys want an F the Eagles t-shirt, $400 in donations is what we need to get to lock that in. And if you guys want to get in on the raffle today, $5 gets you into the raffle, $10 gets you 3 raffle tickets, plus we'll do an F the Eagles chant for every 10 that we get, and then for $20, you guys get to stack the deck a little bit, 10 tickets into the raffle, plus we'll sing a Cry Eagles Cry Moby's asking where to watch the game on TV. It's on Fox. All right, the game is on Fox for all of you guys that are wondering. And then just one more reminder, guys, if you want a free raffle ticket, all you have to do is share today's stream on X and then tag our producer Ponzi in the post to get a free raffle entry. Ponzi's Twitter is @Pon_Xavier. If you guys want to give him a follow, if you guys want to tag him in your post here, you have to tag him though. If you don't, he's not going to be able to see your post, and we can't put you into the raffle. So if you guys want that free raffle entry today, you guys can share today's stream. This is the 4-step process that you guys need to do to be able to get your name into the raffle for free this afternoon. And as always, you guys can click that subscribe button. You guys can like the stream and share today's stream. Those are the free ways that you can help out today's program. We greatly appreciate all of your guys' support. Right now, we are sitting at 200 people watching live around the world. We got 47 people that have clicked that thumbs up icon, so we're almost halfway to our first $100 to our first $100 here, or 100 likes, I should say. And we're just 4 subscribers away here, guys, from giving away a free raffle entry. Can we get 4 more people to click that thumbs up icon, or to click that subscribe button, I should say. And Ponzi, we do have our first Venmo of the day.
Okay.
There we go.
I'll get that art up.
And we're about to kick things off in Landover, guys, about 5 minutes away from kickoff here on a Saturday. Of course, college football playoff is going on right now. Ole Miss and Tulane are playing right now. I don't know what the score is of that, Ponzi.
It is 17-3 last time I checked.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss is whooping that ass right now. But Thomas Voth, Cassie's dad, is in the chat here with a $20 Venmo. And he says, have a great afternoon at Chat Sports. We appreciate you, Tom. You know what a $20 super chat means there, Ponzi.
I got you.
All right, do you have it pulled up? Do you know the words at least?
I'm pretty sure I know the words.
All right, here we go. Our first Cry Eagles cry of the afternoon. Cry Eagles cry on the road to a defeat. Cry Eagles cry, give up a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch those Eagles cry. Cry Eagles cry on the road to a defeat. EAGLES losers! F the Eagles! F the Eagles! F the Eagles! Fuck the Eagles, man. Let's go. Let's go get a win here on a Saturday, and let's protect our home turf today, Ponzi. How about that? I don't want
them wearing a hat and t-shirt.
Let's get those t-shirts and hats to wait another week, at least another day. Because who do the Cowboys play tomorrow?
They play the Chargers.
Okay, so tough game for them. Chargers are a playoff team, so we'll see. I would rather have them wear those T-shirts and hats in Philly. All right, get on the plane, go to Philly, celebrate your division championship tomorrow if the Cowboys lose. All right, I don't want you wearing that T-shirt and hat on a stage here in that locker room here at Northwest Stadium. That's not something that I want to see happen. So, guys, we're just 4 subscribers away from giving away a free raffle entry. We've got over 220 people watching live around the world. Make sure you guys click that thumbs up icon if you guys are ready for today's game. If you guys want the Commanders to win, type those WASs. You know what? I'm going to give away a free raffle entry right here. All right, we're going to give away a free raffle entry right here. Type those WASs down there in the comments. Just so all you guys know, every $20 that is donated on today's show, we're singing a Cry Eagles Cry song. So if you guys want to get that going, $20, get you 10 raffle tickets, and we get to sing a Cry Eagles Cry song. Let's go, man. Type those WASs. We got Cruz in here. We got Jasmine Gray. We got Cassandra Cook. We've got Dylan. We got Manny. We got Peter. We got DeReal Rod. We got 72 Cardio. We got Peter. We got the Noob 21 Gaming. Keep them coming. We got the Noob. We've got Cruz. We got Manny. We got DeReal Rod, Cassandra Cook. Who's all here? Let us know. We got Megatron. We've got Peter, Manny, Cruz, Peter, Cassandra, Keep them coming, people. 10 more seconds. We'll give away a free raffle entry. Let's go. Willis Rodriguez. Chaser. Dylan. Who wants it? Whoever's going to put the most WASs is going to get it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go with, who do I want to go with here? I think I'm going to go with Cassandra Cook. Cassandra, thanks for joining us here today. And we are about to kick things off in Landover here. They got one final commercial break here before they kick things off. Waiting word on the coin flip result here. And then we'll get into our coverage here of Week 16, Commanders versus Eagles. Philly trying to lock up the NFC East for the second consecutive year. This is the first time in how many years, Ponzi? It's at least 2 decades, right? I think it's in the early stretch of the Eagles' dominance, like 2008. So like 22, 23 years, something like that? It's been a long time since there's been a repeat champion in the NFC East. It's how competitive it is, and the parity of this league, and especially in this division, it's on full display here in the NFC East. But listen, man, the Eagles caught a little bit of a break this year because Cowboys stunk beginning of the year. Commanders took a big step back this year with a ton of injuries. Giants are the Giants. So even, at just 9 wins right now, the Eagles have a chance to lock up the entire division with 2 weeks left to spare if they can get a win here tonight against the Commanders, or if the Cowboys lose to the Chargers next week. How many years was it? I hope that math is math in there, Ponzi. It's been over 2 decades since there's been a repeat champion. So that's one of the big reasons. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, would this be the first repeat champion of your entire lifetime? That's crazy, bro. Ponzi has been alive for 21 years. He's allowed, he can legally drink, and there's never been a repeat champion in this division. Just think about that, man. That's crazy. But I'll say this, though, Ponzi. If the Commanders can win tonight, things get interesting. If the Commanders win tonight and then the Cowboys find a way to beat the Chargers, is it in L.A.? I think it's in L.A., right? Okay, but the Commanders beat the Chargers in LA. Like, come on, the Cowboys could do it, right?
And I think if you win tonight, Week 18, fluky stuff happens. Although this would be the biggest collapse.
This would, yes. If the Eagles lose to the Commanders twice, which would be amazing for us. By the way, that would require us to lose on Christmas to the Cowboys as well.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind, but. That would actually be hilarious to see Eagles fans completely melt down
on Twitter.
That would be perfect, bro. All right, well, the Commanders won the toss and elected to defer, so they will kick things away here to Philly. Type those WASs if you're ready to kick things off here in Week 16. Come on, F the Eagles. And Moody will kick this thing away, and we are off here in Landover. It's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line. And makes one guy miss. Now ball's out! Ball's out, and the Commanders have the football! What a start for the Burgundy and Gold! Type those TOs in the chat! Let's go, man. What a play to start this game out. Now, there's still a scrum here. The refs are trying to decide if this thing went out of bounds. There's a huge pile towards the sideline, but the Commanders are adamant that they have the ball. The referee has already given the signal that it's Commanders football. And it looks like Mikey Samerstrill is the one that popped this thing loose. And, you can say what you want to say about Mikey this year, guys, but he has made a lot of turnovers happen this year, whether it's fumbles like that. And it's officially Commanders football, and there is a giant mob of Commanders congratulating Mike Samerstrill on the sideline. What a start for the Burgundy and Gold. And they're going to get the ball to start both halves here, Ponzi. Yeah, sure. Will Shipley was the return man for Philly, and Mike Samerstroh was the one that popped it loose. The guy on the return was number 56. That is Kane Medrano, the rookie out of UCLA. And now the Commanders take over on the Philadelphia 26-yard line. Mariota will start in shotgun, spread formation, 2-by-2. They'll send Jalen Lane in motion left to right. They'll hand it off up the middle to Chris Rodriguez Jr., who's back in action this week. He will pick up 4. Decent pickup. Let's go, man. What a start. What a start for the Commanders. And by the way, we're giving away a free raffle entry. We just passed 350 subscribers, I should say. And right now we're just 25 likes away from giving away another one. So make sure you click that thumbs up icon. First down and 10 here. I think they're just going to replay it. No, never mind. There's a penalty there, so it's a first down Commanders. Or I think Fox has it wrong, don't they? I have no idea what's going on here. I think Fox just had it wrong, where it was second down and 7. They showed it as first down and 10. Mariota throws the ball, and it's going to be caught close to the first down marker. Think this is going to be first down Commanders. And it is. Come on, Fox, get together, man. Our graphics had it right. We're Chat Sports. You're Fox fucking NFL. Let's go. Under center here is Mariota. He's going to hand it off here up the middle to Chris Rodriguez Jr., and he's going to fight his way forward. Good run from Chris. Picks up 6. They are in the red zone for the first time today, obviously. Getting close to the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 11. It'll be second down and 5 is the official designation. Brandon Coleman getting the start at left tackle today with Laramie Tunsil out with an oblique injury. Under center here is Mariota with a tight bunch, close to the line of scrimmage, out to the right. Go toss play to Chris Rodriguez Jr. He's going to try and get out to the perimeter, and he's going to pick up close to first down yardage. We'll see where they spot the football. Looks like they're going to give it to him. First down, Commanders, goal to go. Come on. Punch it in, baby. Punch it in, baby. Let's go. Show these birds what we're about here early on. Show them they got a fight on their hands here. First down and goal here for Washington. It's going to be handed off here to Chris Rodriguez. He's going to spin, and he's going to pick up 2. Gets to the 3-yard line. Be second down and goal. Everybody spam those TDs in the chat if you want a touchdown right here. I need you guys to get those TDs in the chat. Show me your TDs. Come on. It's like we're at the club, man. Show me those TDs. Let's go. Under center. It's going to be play action, roll out to the right. Mariota looking, nothing there. He just has to throw it out of the back of the end zone. Third down and goal coming up. Big play here. And Ponce, I think right here, man, if I'm Dan Quinn, I'm super aggressive this early into the game.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Like, this has got to be a touchdown for Washington.
You had nothing to lose.
I see number 1 Commanders fan showing us his TDs in the chat. Let's go. Ibrahim is here as well, typing his TD. Third down and goal, they put Mariota in the shotgun. McNichols the back. Takes the snap, Mariota play action. He's still looking, nothing there. He's going to throw middle end zone, incomplete. Tried to go to Traylon Burks, and he's trying to get the flag for holding on Cooper DeJean. He's not going to get it. Be fourth down. Let's see what Washington does here. I'm going for this. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose if you're Washington? He's definitely holding his arm down. I don't know how that's not a penalty. That's BS. And they're going to kick the field goal. Are you kidding me, Dan Quinn? What are we going to do? This is ridiculous, bro. Go for it. You're at the 3. Moody puts it up and in, 3-0. All you get is 3 points out of that. You're down to the 3-yard line. I don't understand not going for that, Ponzi. I think that's a soft call by Dan Quinn. Show some faith. I mean, who cares, man? Like, go and be aggressive to go get a win.
I think, the reasoning behind that is like you're going to double dip anyway because you get the ball first here, so might as well put up 3. I don't think it's soft.
I don't give a shit about that, bro. Go get a touchdown. Put them, in a very uncomfortable place early in this ball game. That 3 points is nothing. I mean, they can tie or take the lead on this drive very easily.
Although
right?
they have had kicking woes.
I mean, sure. But, I don't care about that. Go get a touchdown. If you don't get it, they have to go 97 yards to get the touchdown themselves.
With this version of Philly's offense, too?
Yeah. I think that is such a soft call by Dan Quinn. You're at the 3-yard line, man. Go for it. Be aggressive. You have nothing to lose. All right?
I would like to see a run right there on 3rd down and goal. At least make it a decision on 4th down and goal. Because, you're at the 3 anyway. So,
See where you're at. Yeah, I see where you're coming from there, Ponzi. I mean, what was Mariota on that drive? Did he even complete a pass?
Yeah, he did. To McLaurin.
Oh yeah, to McLaurin. That's it, right? He was 1 for 4. Was that his stat line there on the first drive?
We can pull it up right now. 1 for 3.
He was 1 for 3. All right. I guess it's just 3 passes, but I first of all, first thing that pisses me off. Okay. How is that not a DPI on Cooper DeJean? He is
at least a hold.
He's holding his arm down. That is the definition of defensive pass interference. He's interfering with the receiver to make a catch. That's the literal definition of pass interference. But no call. And then we have the ball at the 3-yard line. We're not going for it? That's the second part that pisses me off.
Nick Sirianni already paying the refs.
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. These refs might have been having a Philly cheesesteak in the locker room before the game or some shit.
Aren't we home?
Yes.
Why are you not getting any calls?
The NFL flew in the Philly refs for this game, apparently. All right, we are back in Washington. By the way, we just passed our first 100 likes, so next commercial break, we'll give away a free raffle entry. Added a couple more subscribers. Thank you guys so much for clicking that subscribe button. We're going to be here for better or for worse for the rest of this season. And, of course, we'll get you guys great and entertaining free agency, draft coverage this offseason. If the Commanders make trades, we'll make sure to get you guys breaking news coverage. It's going to be a very entertaining offseason. My guess is the one move that I'm 100% sure they're going to make is they're going to bring in Brandon Ayuk.
He is a Commander.
Kick is away. It is fielded at the 6 by Shipley, and he is going to break through the initial line. He's going to get past the 30, down to the 32, 33-yard line. That's where the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts will take the field for the first time today.
Even though they started the game off with the ball, apparently.
All right. The Eagles will start under center. Since the Eagles have started using Jalen Hurts under center more, this offense has really gotten back to playing good football. And they'll be in the single back in a tight formation. Hurts will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Barkley, and he's going to be met in the backfield for little to no gain. Jacob Martin getting into the backfield there very quickly. And Martin's one of those guys, Ponzi, that's been, he's been a good contributor. He brings a lot of energy. He's a good guy that you want in your huddle. He's a guy that you want in the trenches. Second down and 10 here. Eagles will get into the shotgun. 2 high safeties for Washington. They've got a condensed bunch out to the right. Now they send Goddard across the formation to form a 2-by-2. He's going to take the snap. Hurts looking. He's got time in the pocket. Now he steps up, looking to run, trying to go out to his left. He's still trying to go out. And that's going to be Jordan McGee that chases him out after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down and relatively long here, Ponzi. Good time to get off the field. 3rd and obvious passing situation here. Type those threes. Got to get off the field here, guys. Let's go. Let's keep that Philadelphia offense cold and on the bench. Shotgun here, trips right for the Eagles. Hurts will take the snap. Commanders send 4. Quick throw from Hurts. It's caught short of the sticks by Devontae Smith. He'll be a yard short. I'm guessing they'll have to punt. Mike Samerstrill on the tackle. And let's see if they go tush push here, because it's a long one, though. That's the thing. It's not an easy 1 yard, pickup if you're the Eagles. Samerstill laying the wood there a little bit. Big hit on skinny Batman, Devontae Smith. It's 4th down and 1, and Dan Quinn has to call timeout. I guess defense couldn't get set. I'd rather have you use one of those timeouts in this half than in the second half. I think the Eagles are going for this. And they will send Hurts out. They could just be trying to get him off sides here, so keep an eye out for that. But this would be an aggressive move by Nick Sirianni on his own side of the field to go for this. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Shaggy, the king is back. We'll put you up on screen next commercial break, my friend. Ponzi, let's go over the raffle information next commercial break as well. They go out and shotgun here. Don't jump off sides. 4th down and 1. Hard count by Hurts, no snap. 5 seconds left. Hard count again, no snap. And they're not snapping this thing. They're going to take a delay of game, I think, and they're just going to punt this thing away. Good stuff by the Commanders' defense. They're going to get off the field here in 3-and-out fashion. And this one's rolling in from Shaggy. Big! Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to a defeat. Cry, Eagles, cry, give up a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch those Eagles cry. Cry, Eagles, cry, on the road to a defeat. E-A-G-L-E-S, losers! The punt was kicked away, and it was brought down immediately at the catch point by Jalen Lane, the punt returner for Washington. But Shaggy's back. $50 super chat. Big shout out to you, Shaggy. And just to remind all you guys, today's raffle information, we got to get to $200 in total donations today. We're currently at $72 to lock in our raffle today, which is going to be a Cry Eagles Cry t-shirt. And if we can get to $400 on today's show, we're going to be giving away a Fuck the Eagles t-shirt, all right? So if you guys want to get those raffles going, $5 gets you in, $10 gets you 3 raffle tickets plus an F the Eagles chant, $20 or more, 10 tickets plus a Cry Eagles Cry song. So shout out to Shaggy. The king is back, $50. Big shout out to Shaggy, one of the real ones here at Chat Sports. Yeah, Julius says, if the sucky Giants can beat the Eagles, so can we. Now, I will say that happens on a Thursday night, and we know divisional Thursday night games can be weird. But, hey, Saturday can be a little bit weird, too. You know what I'm saying? All right, man, we got 600 people in the chat. Let's give away 2 free raffle entries. Spam those me's in the chat if you want a free raffle entry right here. By the way, we're going to be giving away free raffle entries today for every 50 new subscribers and every 100 likes we get on today's show. So we got 660 people watching live right now. Make sure you guys click that thumbs up icon if you haven't already. Like today's show to get us to 200 likes. Also, make sure you guys click that subscribe button for the best Commanders coverage anywhere here on YouTube, 100% free. Almost at 50,000 subscribers now, guys. We got Counterspelled. We've got Dylan, Angel, Johnny, DeReal Rod. Who wants it? Type those me's. Whoever types the me's the most gets into the raffle. By the way, Jalen Lane, after taking an awkward hit on the punt return, is now in the medical tent, so hopefully he's okay. But I'm going to give one free raffle entry here, Ponzi, to Dylan Finnemore. Shout out to Dylan. I'm going to give another one to Austin Rabe. Austin, you are in on the raffle. All right, we're back in Washington. Commanders take over at their own 15. A long field awaits them here, but they have a 3-0 lead. Shotgun Mariota. You'll take the snap. You'll hand it off to, no, play action over the middle. Throw incomplete. Tried to go to John Bates. Cooper to Gene in coverage. He was right in his hip pocket, and he was able to knock it out. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Got another super chat here from Shaggy that we'll get to here. So now 2nd down and 10 for Washington. Shotgun here, 2-by-2 formation. Now they send Debo into the backfield to form pistol. They're going to hand it off here to Chris Rodriguez Jr. He's going to fight his way forward for a decent 7 or 8 yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and manageable coming up. 3rd down and 4. Come on, don't go 3 and out here. Don't give the ball back to him here. Extend this drive. By the way, we're just 9 subscribers away from giving away a free raffle entry. Sub for Commanders Dubs. They go empty here with Mariota. Mariota kicks the leg, takes the snap. He's looking for the quick throw. He's going to throw outside, and it's caught. Nice catch by Terry McLaurin, who fell on his ass, but he was still able to make the catch. 1st down, Commanders, a gain of 7. But Terry McLaurin kind of swiped at Quinyon Mitchell's arm. He fell down and slipped. Mariota threw the ball a little bit low, which was a bit lucky, and McLaurin, being the $30 million per season receiver that he is, makes the nice catch. Made a nice catch last week too, Ponzi, where he kind of caught it like this on the sideline. Just got incredible mitts, man. Under center, it's going to be a handoff here, up the down off tackle. It's going to be Jeremy McNichols taking it for a gain of around 3 yards. Haven't seen Bill Krosky-Merritt yet. Bill had almost 100 yards rushing last week. Still haven't seen him so far in this one. McNichols stays out there for 2nd down and 7. Shotgun Mariota. He'll take the snap, play action. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to throw it to his check down McNichols, and he's going to pick up another 3 yard gain or so. Be 3rd down and manageable again for Washington. Be nice to pick up another 1st down here, Ponzi. Put together a drive here. Keep that offense cold on the bench. Second, 3rd down and 4 of the drive here. Once again, Mariota will be in shotgun. I think he's an empty here. And he is. Got 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. He'll take the snap. Mariota looking. He's going to throw down the middle of the seam. Oh, it's caught. What a nice throw and catch to Treylon Burks. 1st down, Commanders, but a flag. And I believe this is going to be holding on the Commanders. It's a nice throw in a tight window by Mariota in the middle of the field on a crossing route from Treylon Burks. And it is going to be holding on left tackle Brandon Coleman, who is in for the injured Laramie Tunsil. And a 1st down and a nice gain is going to be brought back, and it's going to make it a 3rd and forever, and that's going to essentially end the drive. As Coleman was dragging his guy down, and he's trying to plead his case to the referee. That's possible. But, again, these refs, Nakobe Dean is walking off the field a little gingerly here. He's walking off on his own power, but sub-package linebacker for them is a really good player. $16-yard gain and a first down wiped off the board. We're going to need another one here on 3rd and 14. Shotgun Mariota. He's got a bunch close to the line of scrimmage to his right. He takes the snap. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to step up, and he's going to try and maneuver and try to escape out to his right. He's got his eyes downfield. He's going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. He threw it too far out of bounds. Ben Sinnott was able to get open down the sideline. Mariota rolling to his right, couldn't put it on him accurately. Be 4th down, and the Commanders will have to punt. Man, dude, it just feels like the refs have kind of screwed us here the first 2 drives of the game here. I mean, dude, Ben Sinnott doing a good job getting open there. But Tressway, one of the better punters in the league, will come on. And he boots this thing away. Will Shipley will catch this at the 26. He's going to make a couple men miss, and he's going to get down to the 37-yard line. It's actually not Will Shipley. That's Britton Covey, who is their punt return man. But we got a $20 super chat from my man Shaggy. He says, love you guys. I'm heading out. Go Manders, baby. We appreciate you, Shaggy. That's another 20. You guys know what that means. Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to a defeat. Cry, Eagles, cry, give up a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch those Eagles cry. Cry, Eagles, cry, on the road to a defeat. E-A-G-L-E-S, losers! Let's go Commanders, man. Appreciate you, Shaggy. You're a real one, man. Got over 850 people watching live. And if you guys want to get a Commanders jersey here, specifically a Jaden Daniels jersey, you guys can go chatsports.com/Daniels to pick up a Jaden Daniels jersey today for 30% off. So this is a jersey that's over $120 normally, guys. You can get it for $91 on today's show. Today only, by the way. Go chatsports.com/Daniels. Use our code ELF for that 30% off discount. So if you guys want the Super Bowl era Jaden Daniels jersey, or if you like the alternate black jersey, you guys can get that as well. And of course, if you're kind of more basic and you like the regular home burgundy, or if you like the regular home or away whites, guys can get those jerseys as well. I think this is a jersey you can wear for the rest of your life, guys. I think Jaden Daniels is going to be the next quarterback for this franchise, that hoist a Lombardi trophy in burgundy and gold. So if you agree with me on that, you love Jaden Daniels, you want to get a great price on a Daniels jersey before Christmas next week, go chatsports.com/Daniels to pick it up today. All right, we're just one subscriber away from giving away a free raffle entry, guys. We got 785 people watching. We just need one person to click that subscribe button right here, and we'll be giving away a free raffle entry. Light coming in here with a $2 super chat, and we just passed our milestone here. So type those me's. Type those me's in the chat if you want a free raffle entry. But Light is coming in here with a $2 super chat, and he says the coaching staff can't develop the young players. They helped develop JD. Now, obviously, he hasn't taken a step forward this year, but all that different stuff. But yeah, man, it hasn't been a great year of development. I can't say that. Quan Martin, Mike Sainristil, Jerzon Newton, a lot of these players that they've brought in, Jalen Lane, no development. So I can't necessarily disagree with you there, Light. Hopefully they can do a better job moving forward. Michael says he just subscribed. Welcome to the family, Michael. I'm going to give this one to Juju Hammer. Juju Hammer, you are in on the raffle. Eagles will come out in empty to start this drive. First down and 10, starting from their own 37. Hurts takes the snap. He's going to throw into the little curl, and it's going to be caught by Skinny Batman. Devontae Smith gets past midfield down to the Commanders' 46. A nice gain for the Eagles. Just zone coverage there by Washington. Found that little soft spot there. Picks up the first. Now they go out in empty again. 3 receivers out to Hurts' left, 2 to the right. Jalen kicks the leg, takes the snap. He's looking. Pressure getting on him. Now he has to roll out to his right. He's got some room. He's going to take it upfield and run it. And he's going to pick up first down yardage and more. Picks up about 13 or 14. First down Eagles. 2 successful plays in a row here and 2 first down plays to kick off this drive for Philly. Now Ponzi, they're right in position to tie this ball game. And it just feels like you wasted, some really good opportunities to start this game. Michael's asking, what's my name, by the way? My name is Jack Sperry. I'm the host of the Commanders Report, my friend. Welcome into the show. First down and 10 here from the Commanders' 33-yard line. Empty formation again. Hurts takes the snap. Quick throw caught by A.J. Brown. And what a terrible tackle attempt by Bobby Wagner. Holy fuck. First down Eagles. Gain of maybe 17 because Bobby Wagner can't tackle anymore. Dude, this is embarrassing. Look at this play from Bobby Wagner. Dude, it's just embarrassing to see one of the best linebackers in NFL history to play this bad. Oh my God, dude. Now inside the red zone. Once again, an empty. Looks like the Eagles have found a little something here to exploit when it comes to the Commanders' defense. Now he's going to loft one up to the end zone to Devontae, and it's dropped. Beautifully lofted throw with great touch from Jalen Hurts, and Devontae Smith couldn't bring it down. Looked like they had Devontae on Will Harris, the safety, and it was in his hands, and actually Will did a great job punching that ball out. That's a hell of a play by Will Harris. But I think that's probably one Devontae expects to bring down. Be second down and 10. Two-by-two formation, and Hurts doesn't like what he sees, and the clock was running out. They had to call a timeout. Play clock was winding down as they were getting out of the huddle. It's the first charge timeout for Philly. But the Eagles threatening to take the lead in this ball game after the Commanders forced a fumble on the opening kickoff, decided not to go for it from the Eagles' 3-yard line on a 4th and goal. They force a 3-and-out on the ensuing drive. And then, obviously, they didn't do anything on their next drive. Commanders currently have the 28th ranked red zone defense. It's just been a rough go of it all season long, and it's not just in the red zone. It's everything with this defense, as we very much know. All right, here we go. Second down and 10. Now they finally bring Saquon in to put next to Hurts. 2-by-2 formation. Commanders playing with wide safeties here. Takes the snap. Hurts is going to throw, and it's so wide open to A.J. Brown outside, and the tiny Jonathan Jones is no match for him. He just pushes him off. He's going to pick up an easy 15 and gets inside the 5-yard line. First down and goal, Philly. Just playing off coverage there is Jonathan Jones in a cover 3. It's double slant, so it opens up a wide open window for A.J. Brown. And then the size matchup there between Jonathan Jones versus A.J. Brown is just not going to happen, man. So now, condensed formation for Philly at the 3-yard line. Hands it off to Saquon up the middle. He's driving his legs forward. Is he into the end zone? I think he got in. Let's see what they call. And it is. Touchdown, Eagles. They take the lead. And it just feels like you wasted some really good opportunities early in this ball game. Did his knee go down? He did. So this is going to be expedited here, and the Eagles will have the ball second down and goal at the 1. Pretty clear. Knee went down before the final effort got him into the end zone. By the way, as we wait for the second down and goal play, we will be live on Christmas next Thursday for Commanders versus Cowboys. And that game could be meaningless. It could mean something, depending on how this weekend's action goes. So now they go tush-push here, second down and goal. Hurts will go hard count, nothing happening yet. Another hard count, nothing. And now they're trying to say false start, and they're going to say false start on the Eagles.
They finally called one.
They finally called a false start on the Eagles, man, in a tush-push. So that's going to park them back to the 5-yard line here. It'll be second down and goal from the 5. Let's see who moved here. It'll be second down and goal here. Type those stops if you want to get a stop here. Got a better chance now with the Eagles being parked back to the 5-yard line. They're actually going to mark them at the 6. Under center here is Hurts. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Hurts will take the snap. Play action. Hurts will throw. Devontae Smith wide open, touchdown. One-on-one coverage with Mike Samerstill, and that was like taking candy from a baby. So it doesn't matter. The expedited review and the false start doesn't matter. Eagles will score a touchdown here. I mean, just one-on-one coverage, and Mike just completely misses the punch in press. Good throw by Jalen Hurts, and it's all she wrote. Kick is up and down the middle from Jake Elliott. 7-3 Eagles as we have 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first quarter in Landover. But that's just frustrating, Ponzi, because, you had 2 great opportunities at the beginning of this game to take advantage and, take control of this game, and they just refused to take control of the ball game.
No.
Like, they weren't aggressive on that first drive. Like, I get it. Should have been a DPI. Should have had a fresh set of downs at the 1. I get all that. But, like, you had it at the 3 on 4th and goal, and you decided to kick the fucking field goal when you don't have anything to play for today other than just pride. So why not play aggressively?
Yeah.
All right? Like on a pure, like, just paper-to-paper, comparison of these 2 rosters, Commanders are not on the same level as the Eagles. So you need touchdowns to win this game. Like, a field goal isn't going to help you win this game. A touchdown would have. All right? And even if you don't get it, the Eagles have the ball at the 3, and they have to drive 97 yards to get a touchdown to start their game off. All right? So, like, I think that call set the tone for the Commanders in this game. And then they get the ball back after their defense, forces a first drive 3 and out on the Eagles, and they look great on that first drive. And then, you have a stupid penalty from a backup offensive lineman on a crucial 3rd down, and it's just shit that you can't have.
No.
So it's just
got to clean it up.
It's disappointing as hell, man. I just hope that this team can bounce back here. I hope that you got to answer, because it's just so demoralizing. You play that well to start the game, and you're not playing aggressively on offense, and then eventually the defense is going to crack. We know this, so I just don't get it. I just don't get it, man.
And it's one of those things where it's like, I understand the field goal if you're talking about, like, okay, first drive. Like, go down the field. And if you were, like, 4th down and goal from, like, the 6.
Right.
Like, field goal makes sense. But you're at the 3-yard line, and I don't even get, like, the calls. It's like two passing, attempts when your goal to go, when your run game got you there. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's been pretty disappointing. But obviously, game's still very much, within reach. Very easily, this game can be flipped around with a touchdown drive from the Commanders right here. So, still 1 possession, still within striking distance, all that stuff. So, back in Landover here. By the way, right now we are sitting at $94 in donations today, so we're almost halfway to the T-shirt raffle. Kicks away. It's going to be fielded around the 4-yard line by Chris Moore, and he's going to make a man miss, and he's going to get down to the 31-yard line. Decent return from Chris Moore, who's been on and off the active roster and practice squad this year. But Jalen Lane with a ankle injury is questionable to return, and Nakobe Dean, the linebacker for the Eagles, is questionable to return with a hamstring. So let's see what the Commanders' offense has here on their third drive of the game. Down 7-3. Under center here, another condensed formation for Washington. Send Ben Sinnott in motion before the snap. Hands it off to Bill Krosky-Merritt. He's immediately going to break through. Spin move still on his feet. He's going to get about 14 yards and a Commanders first down. Why don't we get him the ball earlier, Ponzi? It doesn't make sense.
He's getting third running back here.
He's RB3 right now in carries. He almost had 100 yards rushing last week. I get that he's not the best pass protector. I get that he doesn't catch the ball great out of the backfield. But, these early down carries should be going to him. Under center again is Mariota. They'll feed Bill again, but there's no push up front. He gets no gain. It'll be second down and 10. Now's when you get him off the field, Ponzi. Now you put McNichols out there. But they're going to keep Bill out there, I think. Second down and 10, they'll put Mariota in the shotgun now. Bunch out to the left in a nasty split with one receiver out wide out to the right. They're going to send John Bates in motion. It's going to be play action, quick throw to Debo. He's got to make a man miss. He's going to try and stiff arm a man. He's going to step out of bounds after a gain of maybe 2, but more like 1. It's going to be third down and long coming up for Washington. So another third and long situation here for Washington that they got to dig themselves out of. Going to put Mariota in the shotgun again. Trips right with a tight end in a nasty split out to the left. Takes the snap, Mariota. He's going to have pressure in his face now, and he's going to run right into pressure, sacked. Washington will have to punt. Brandon Graham, the ageless wonder. Looked like Tyler Biadasz was the one that was on Graham on a stunt. And obviously I think that one's more on Mariota trying to find some crease and couldn't find it. Nothing there initially in the initial read for him. Fourth down and 10. So now defense is going to have to step up, man, because if the Eagles go up 2 scores, it's just going to be tough to dig yourself out of that hole. I believe that gets us to the 2-minute warning. No, that's the end of the first quarter. Well, goodness gracious, 2-minute warning. What the fuck am I talking about? End of the first quarter, 7-3 Eagles, but the Commanders are about to punt. And it just feels like that first quarter, the phrase that I would use to describe that first quarter, Ponzi, is missed opportunities.
Yeah.
You had a couple chances there to score. And obviously, refs and stuff like that didn't help you there, but it's just disappointing because you had those opportunities there for the taking to get a good start to the game, put some pressure on the Eagles, and instead you're down 4 points here and you're about to give the ball back.
And, it's one of those things where it's you get such a good break going into the first even play of the game. It's a fumble that goes your way, and it just feels like, they didn't really take advantage of that.
Now, it's still early. This team can still theoretically, make a play or two and get them off the field. And this offense can make some plays. We're not giving up hope just yet, but, just a disappointing first quarter because it feels like you left some opportunities out there on the table.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Ay, 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 Ponzi.
Kind of feels like a lot with the season of missed opportunities.
For sure, man. All right, make sure you guys click that thumbs up icon. We're only 11 likes away from giving away a free raffle entry. Once we get to 200 likes on the show, we've got over 860 people watching live. So if everyone clicks that thumbs up icon right now, we'll easily get there. And now Christopher Turner comes in with a 5, gets him in on the raffle. He says, the job broadcasting during the Vikings-Washington Commanders game, because when I logged on, it was a Vikings guy for Chat Sports. Can you explain that to me? We didn't go live on our channel for that game, Christopher. It was the one that you saw was the Vikings channel. That's our Vikings guy, Patrick Seatman, was doing our Vikings stream for that week. We didn't go live on this channel for that particular game. So that's essentially the explanation there. But we will be live for the rest of the games for the Commanders this year. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button to join us for not only tonight, but also Christmas Day next Thursday, as well as the season finale in Philly in a couple of weeks. All right, here we go. Tressway is on the field getting ready to punt. And the kick is away. And fair catch called for at the 10. So a long field here for Philly. Hopefully the Commanders can get some sort of stop. But whatever they found there, Ponzi, where they went spread and they just put Hurts out there when, 5 out wide, that seemed to really work for them. I would be a little shocked here if they don't go back to that and force the Commanders to have some sort of solution to that. But nope, they have Saquon out there. And Hurts will be in the shotgun. Wing formation with multiple tight ends. Commanders send blitz, and now Hurts has to throw it down the field. Open and incomplete. Was not on the same page with A.J. Brown, who was open, had a shit ton of separation, but Hurts just couldn't put it on him. Be second down and 10. It looked like Hurts was spooked a little bit by the pressure that the Commanders sent. It'll be second down and 10. Now they go empty here, Ponzi, with Hurts. He's got 3 out wide to the right, 2 to the left. And Hurts will kick, and he'll take the snap. 4-man rush for Washington. They get home up the middle, but now Hurts has the lane outside. There's nobody even close to him, and he's going to pick up like 17 on the ground. No one spying, no nothing. Easy first down for Philly. Essentially what they do here is they've got that little inside twist, and there's nobody that's got the contain on the edge. Hurts just escapes out to the right, and there's nobody there to spy him or anything. Bobby Wagner's got his back completely turned to him. Shotgun here for Hurts. They'll hand it off to Barkley. Good push up front by Philly. He'll pick up 9 yards on the first down carry. The Commanders are getting their ass kicked on this side of the football now, man. Forced a 3 and out on the first drive of the game, and now, they're starting to crumble already, it looks like. Second down and 1. Trips left here, shotgun for Hurts. He sees something here. He's going to make a switch at the line of scrimmage. Now Hurts kicks the leg. Kicks it again, takes the snap, and now we'll go toss to Barkley. There's more push up front. He's going to try and stiff arm Jonathan Jones, and it's not going to work. Good wrap up there from 31. Gets to about midfield, but it's another Eagles first down. And it just seems like we've watched this movie before, Ponzi. It's just, this defense can't get stops. And this defensive front just isn't in the same class as the Eagles, in the trenches. Hopefully they can turn it around, though. Never mind, they're not the 50 yet, they're at the 40. My mistake. First down and 10. Shotgun for Hurts. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Barkley. He's going to try and spin out of it. He gets about 2. So a decent stop there by the Washington Commanders defense. Looked like Drake Jackson was in on the tackle there. First game. He got signed in October, Ponzi. He still had to deal with rehabbing his knee. Finally playing in his first Commanders game of the season this year after suffering a pretty nasty knee injury in San Fran last year. 2 high safeties here for Washington on 2nd down and 8. They go empty with Hurts. He's got 3 to the right, 2 to the left. The Commanders have not been able to stop this formation all game. Takes the snap. Hurts looking. Nothing there initially. And now he's going to throw over the middle, and it's going to be caught by A.J. Brown. And Mike Samerstill just looked. Oh, never mind. That was Noah Benogany. Just couldn't bring him down. Big gain for the Eagles. Gets inside the 35-yard line of the Commanders. First down, Philly. It's really close. I mean, pretty decent, tight coverage by Igbenogany, but he dove to try and make a play on the ball and missed, which meant A.J. Brown had the ball with nobody on. And then, of course, Bobby Wagner is out there. Can't run. So now the Eagles have the ball in Commanders territory at the 34. Shotgun for Hurts. Barkley, the back to his left. He takes the snap. He will hand it off to Barkley, and pretty decent up front here by the Commanders. No gain. It looked like Bobby Wagner in on the tackle. The one thing Bobby Wagner can still do pretty well, Ponzi, is he's really good tackling in between the tackles. If you ask him to run in any capacity, God save you, bro. If you're asking him to defend, go sideline to sideline on a perimeter run, if you're asking him to go out in zone or man coverage, Jesus, he's bad. So now 2nd down and 10. Shotgun for Hurts again. Commanders walk up 5 people to the line of scrimmage, threatening a blitz with a corner on the outside. And it's going to be a handoff to Barkley, and he's going to find a lane, and he's going to get close to first down yardage. And I think he rolled over a Commanders defender to pick up a first. He did. And now Daron Payne is limping off. Great. It's the year of injuries, man. It's just unfortunate. Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, Sam Cosmi, Noah Brown, Marshawn Lattimore, Trey Amos, Will Harris, Dorrance Armstrong, Dietrich Wise. It's just been Laramie Tunsil. Just a brutal season injury-wise for this Commanders team, man. Shotgun here for Hurts at the Commanders 24. It's going to be a pop pass to Devontae Smith. Good pursuit here. Looks like that is Jordan McGee with a great tackle behind the line of scrimmage. A great TFL for the second-year guy out of Temple. And it's like, I think I've figured out why Bobby Wagner hasn't been benched, Ponzi. I figured out he's only like 30 tackles away from 2,000 career tackles. And like if the season doesn't matter anyway, might as well try and get your team captain, to 2,000 tackles. But Jordan McGee is clearly the best inside linebacker on this team right now. That includes Frankie Louvu. Shotgun here for Hurts. They're going to send a 4-man pressure. He's going to throw a touch pass to A.J. Brown, who drops it on the sideline. He bobbled it. He ends up catching it out of bounds, but Hurts threw that up there with some nice touch. Had to secure it and get the toe drag. Was not able to secure the football in time. Might have thrown it a little bit late with maybe a little bit too much touch. Yeah, that wasn't a fantastic throw from Hurts. Now it'll be 3rd down and 11 here. This is a great opportunity here. Get off the field, give up a field goal, keep it within striking distance. Hurts with trips right. Takes the snap. They send 5-man pressure. Throws and incomplete this time. Good coverage by Mike Samerstrill on A.J. Brown. Gets the PBU. And it'll be 4th down and 11. The Commanders' defense holds up just in time. And we'll get a Jake Elliott field goal. Good job closing on that from Samerstrill. Clean defense. And now Elliott will attempt the 43-yarder. It's up, and it's curving away. No good! Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to a defeat. Cry, Eagles, cry. Give up a touchdown. 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch those Eagles cry. Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to a defeat. EAGLES losers! Let's go! Attaboy, Jake Elliott.
Paid actor.
Atta girl. It's a good miss right there, kid. Oh, man. Jake Elliott missing the inside of 50. Can only imagine what Chase is doing in his studio right now on Eagles. Because he's been losing it when he's been missing kicks, let alone a 43-yarder. So Commanders will get the football here. Decent field position. It's not like great field position, but so, hey, man, let's take this momentum. Go down the field. Score. Go get a touchdown. Go take the lead, man. Let's go. Just so you guys know, though, for every 50 subscribers we add on today's show and every 100 likes, we're giving away a free raffle entry for one of our t-shirt raffles. If we get to $200 in donations today, we're about halfway there. We're at, I think, $99, so pretty much exactly halfway to locking in our first t-shirt raffle for a Cry Eagles Cry t-shirt. And then if we get to $400 today, we'll do an F the Eagles t-shirt. So if you guys want to get those going, we appreciate any and all donations. And that's our donation menu here, guys. $5 gets you in. $10 gets you 3 raffle tickets. $20 gets you 10 tickets. And we sing a Cry Eagles Cry song. And now the Commanders will retake over here. Got to get something going on this drive here, Ponzi. You know, miss kick, trying to swing the momentum a little bit here. LOL. They're comparing Jalen Hurts and Marcus Mariota's career starts, and their numbers are like identical. That's hilarious, bro. I got to use that player 2 comp to show Senior. Here we go. Mariota on first down is going to launch it to Terry, and he's caught. Let's go. Terry McLaurin down at the Eagles' 26-yard line. First down, Commanders. Field flipping shit right there, man. Little double move there. What a route by McLaurin. Absolutely toasting Adoree Jackson. Mariota puts it on him. And now they're at the 27 of the Eagles already. Pistol formation here. They're going to hand it off to Bill. He's going to make a couple men miss. He picks up 2. Beautiful deep ball from Terry McLaurin there, Ponzi. Great adjustment. It's a little bit underthrown. Like if he's throwing it perfectly, it's a touchdown, but certainly good enough. Second down and 8 now on the Eagles' 25. Mariota takes the snap. He's going to, no-looks it to the tunnel to Debo, and he's got room in front of him and blockers. He's going to stiff arm a man, get down at the 11-yard line. First down, Commanders, baby. Let's go. We're driving. I love this play from Cliff Kingsbury. They make it look like it's going to be a running back screen, but no, they get the old lineman out there, get the ball to Debo in the slot and on the little tunnel. And we know Debo, the one thing he can do is run with the ball in his hands. Beautiful call from Cliff Kingsbury. Yeah, and Mariota had a little no-look action there. He had his full body pointed towards Bill Krosky-Merritt like he was going to throw it to him, and he just gave him one of these. He's going to hand it off to Bill. He finds a little crease. He's going to try and fight his way forward. He's going to get about 7 on first down. Commanders really driving down the field on this drive, guys. Got a real chance to take the lead. Type those TDs if you want to take the lead right here. Come on. Type those TDs if you want a touchdown here, folks. Good cut from Bill, finding that open space in the middle. Now they go wing formation. 2 receivers on the field, 2 tight ends. They're going to go handoff to Bill, and he's going to find his way in the back of into the backfield. He's going to lose a yard. Not great vision from the rookie. Looked like he bounced that outside. He probably should have used the cutback lane instead of tried to bounce it outside. But he does get, some of that yardage back. It'll be 3rd down and 4 here. Big play. About 6 minutes left to go in the half. Under center now. No, never mind. Mariota's just communicating with the O-line. He's in shotgun. 3 receivers out there. Mariota will take the snap. They will hand it to Bill. He's going to make one man miss. He's going to get down to the 1-yard line. First down, Commanders. God, man, he is a powerful runner. He is so
Use him more.
He is just downhill. Like, dude, he was met maybe 1 yard past the line of scrimmage. I think that's Zach Bond, the all-pro captain of the Eagles defense. He just runs him over. And now it's first down and goal from the 1. Now there's a stoppage of play. Maybe. So I believe that's did he fumble it? No, he didn't fumble it at all. They're just challenging the spot, it looks like. There's just no video evidence. How is there any video evidence that this isn't a first down? Oh, they're bringing it back. They're saying 4th down and 1. How could you decipher that? That is fucking bullshit. Refs screw us again. Be 4th down and 1 here. They're going for it this time. And now there's a challenge flag. Why are we challenging this though? I don't know how you can reverse it either way. Didn't they do expedited review? Or did they just change where they had the ball? So dumb, dude. These refs need to figure it out. So we'll see what the replay shows. But if it's replay assist, why are we challenging it? Dude, you know how much it's going to have to, obviously the people in the NFL replay center think that it's short. So why are we challenging this? Because they wouldn't have brought it back if they weren't pretty sure. This doesn't... I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what Dan is doing here. I mean, I get it. You can't take your timeouts with you, but you want that challenge. There's no... I would be shocked if they reverse this. Because they replay assisted it.
Yeah.
I just don't know how there's going to be enough evidence to undisputably say he got it when they used replay assist to say he didn't.
Yeah, I don't think that.
I don't get this at all. Like, the NFL Replay Center clearly thinks it's not a first down. So why are you challenging their call to bring it back? Like, I think it's bullshit that they brought it back. I don't know how on the video that they have that they felt like it was enough evidence to bring it back from the original spot. But, like, once they make that call, I don't know how you call that, you throw that challenge flag.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where it's like,
now, if they get it somehow, if they get this and, it's a first down, then sure. But, I just find it very hard to believe that the NFL is going to go against their own guys and their own judgment there.
Yeah.
Because apparently they thought there was enough to bring it back after initially calling it a first down on replay assist. And if that's the case, I find it very hard to believe they're going to find evidence to undisputable evidence to the contrary on this challenge. Is it different people reviewing this than the replay assist people?
I think so. Because I think they have like a sky ref. Call stands. Yeah, because of course it did.
Yeah, I mean, the ball is pretty clearly short of the first down marker. I think that's just a terrible challenge by Dan Quinn. Terrible challenge.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Fourth down and 1. Everybody at the line of scrimmage for Washington. 3 tight ends. Takes the snap. Hands it off up the middle. Barely gets it. Is he into the end zone? Is this a touchdown? No, they mark him short, but it's first down. Chris Rodriguez Jr. was the back.
Good blocking. I don't know, man.
I think he's short, but it will be a new set of downs here. Good, powerful running there by Chris Rodriguez. It's really close to the goal line,
I don't know,
bro.
man.
And then there's some pushing and shoving that happens after the play.
Because he went in head first with the ball. But I think they're just not going to review it anyway.
First down and goal here. Same formation. Everybody at the line. This time, Bill Krosky-Mer at the back. They're going to hand it to him. Up the middle, does he have enough power? Doesn't look like it. Stop short, no gain. Second down and goal. Just keep pounding.
Yep.
Keep pounding. One of these is going to get in.
Go tush push. Why not?
I mean, that'd be great.
Good stuff from the Eagles, though.
Same formation. Everybody at the line. Bill the back. And they're going to take the snap. Bill gets in. Oh, did he get in, though? It's close. No, second effort.
Fighting.
Second effort. Did he get in? What are they saying?
No signal yet.
No signal. Touchdown, Commanders! Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to a defeat. Cry, Eagles, cry, give up a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch those Eagles cry. Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to a defeat. E-A-G-L-E-S, losers! F the Eagles. F the Eagles. F the Eagles. Let's go, man. Retaking the lead. Jake Moody getting ready to kick this thing.
And to get the ball back before at a half.
Kick is up and right down the middle from Moody. I've been really impressed with Moody, man. It's been pretty freaking good. But, of course, the highlight of that drive was a giant field-flipping pass down the sideline to Terry McLaurin on a double move. Beautifully run by 17. What's up? I don't think so. If you guys want to get a Jaden Daniels jersey just in time for Christmas, I think that this is a jersey that you can wear probably for the rest of your life as a Commanders fan. I believe Jaden Daniels will be the next quarterback to win a Super Bowl for this franchise. And if you're with me on that, get your Jaden Daniels jersey today at chatsports.com/Daniels and use code ELF to get 30% off your jersey today. All right, these jerseys are usually over $120, guys. Today you can get it for just over $90, just in time for Christmas. It's a great deal. Chatsports.com/Daniels to pick up your jersey today. Also, it helps out the channel because we get part of the proceeds every time you click our link, which is going to be put in the comments section by our producer Ponzi. Chatsports.com/Daniels with code ELF. Get 30% off your Daniels jersey today. All right, Ponzi, well, we said we needed an answer, and not only do they get the stop on the Eagles the previous drive, then you get, Jake Elliott missing a field goal, then you get the Commanders flipping the field and getting into the end zone. So momentum's starting to get back on your side here, and that puts a little bit of pressure on this Eagles team now to at least score a field goal before half. And they got plenty of time to do it still, but, if we go into halftime here and the score is 10-7, or if the Commanders score again, Commanders get the ball to start the second half. They'll have a chance to go up 2 scores in the second half of this ball game. So we'll see what the defense can do here. They've been giving up a lot of yards to this point in the game, Ponzi. So we'll see if they can get another stop of some kind, but we shall see. Right now, this is what the Eagles have done to this point. It's been okay. They haven't been great on third down, but, the fact that they only have 2 third downs in this entire game to this point shows you just how easily they're moving the ball down the field, generally speaking. And the Commanders are matching them, though. The Commanders are definitely right there with them in pretty much all the categories. They're a little bit less in total yards. They're also not doing a great job on third down, just 1 for 5 in that regard. But they've had the ball more in time of possession in this half. So it's great to see Bill getting into the end zone, getting a dollar bill. And just got to keep feeding that young man the football, man. Good things happen when you get Bill Krosky-Mayer at the ball. Kicks away. We are back in Landover. And it's going to be fielded into the end zone. Now it's taken out by Britton Covey. He's not even going to get to the 20. He gets to like the 19 and a half. Really bad job. Oh, no, by Will Shipley, not Britton Covey. Will Shipley. Keep getting those guys mixed up. But Shipley, man, he's got the fumble on the opening play of the game. And then in this one, they were trying to tell him to stay into the end zone, and he takes it out. Because Jake Moody kicked it into the end zone. If he just takes a knee there, they get the ball at the 35. Instead, he takes it out, and they're only going to have the ball at the 19. It's a 16-yard swing right there on that decision alone. So here we go. They got a condensed formation here. Shotgun for Hurts. He'll take the snap. He will hand it off, draw play to Barkley. He'll find a little bit of a crease and pick up around 5. Decent gain on first down. Over 1,000 people watching live right now. Thank you guys for joining us here today. Make sure you guys click that thumbs up icon. We're about halfway to our next like milestone, and we are about 25 subscribers away from our next subscriber milestone. And now a quick throw from Hurts on the outside to A.J. Brown. It's caught, first down, another gain of around 8 or 9. Playing off coverage versus A.J. Brown, and it's just an easy stop route there. Too easy, Ponzi. Too easy, Ponzi. First down and 10 now. Still in shotgun. Still in a condensed formation, as they usually are. And I said Dotson in motion right to left. Now they bring him back across. Nobody on the Commanders moves, indicating zone. He's going to hand it off, push up front from the Eagles, and he's going to pick up another 7-yard gain after more winning up front on the offensive line for Philly. And once again, Ponzi, we're seeing this Eagles offense move the ball pretty easily. Commanders defense pretty clearly losing the line of scrimmage right now. Now Hurts will be in shotgun with trips right. Five seconds to the 2-minute warning. Do they get a play off? Doesn't look like it. And that's the 2-minute warning. I don't even think Hurts knew the 2-minute warning was coming up. So that's the 2-minute warning in Washington. Commanders have a lead, 10-7. And the defense trying to hold the Eagles here. A field goal would be huge even for Philadelphia. I'm sure they'd love to take the lead, but I think Philly right now, the goal is to not give the Commanders a chance to go up 2 scores to start the second half. So turnover would be big here. Obviously a stop would be big here. But I think the Eagles on this drive are going to be really aggressive. And just to kind of discuss what's at stake in this game, obviously the Commanders, they don't have really anything to play for other than pride at this point in terms of playoff implications. Those have been gone for the Commanders for a long time now. But if the Eagles win this game, they win the division, and they get to celebrate a division championship in our home stadium here in Landover. I don't want that to happen. All right, so this is the last game of the year where I really want the Commanders to win. And if the Commanders win, that means that, and if the Cowboys win tomorrow, Ponzi, I think asses are about to get real tight in the city of brotherly love. All right, because next week, who do the Cowboys play next week, Ponzi?
Play us.
That's right. I'm an idiot. They play us on Christmas. And they can definitely beat us. I mean, there's no question. They could certainly beat us next week. And then the Eagles have to play the Bills. So if the Eagles lose to us today, there's a legitimate possibility that the NFC East could still be got for the Cowboys in the season finale, where, of course, the Eagles will be at home against us in the game they should win. But who do the Cowboys play in the season finale?
Play the Giants.
And they play the Giants. All right. But, man, if you can find some way somehow to get the season sweep against the Eagles, that would be hilarious, man. It would be so funny if the Eagles choke this away.
In their most, they should win it. They only need to win one last 3 weeks, and they're going against, the Bills are really tough, but a team they dominated, in the NFC Championship game last year, us. To get revenge like that, although we're not in the playoffs, so sweet.
And listen, man, I'm sure the Eagles will probably win the division, but if we can just hold them off from putting on that hat and T-shirt in our stadium, that's the last thing. That's my last thing on the wish list for this season. They could lose the last 2 games for all I care. I just want to win tonight. Shotgun here for Hurts. Takes the snap. They send pressure on him that they don't get home. Now he's rolling out to the right, throws on the run. Wide open A.J. Brown. He's going to pick up a first down and gets to the 44-yard line. Clock will continue to tick. Eagles still have 2 timeouts, but they're probably another 15 or 20 yards away from getting into field goal range.
Which has been spotty, too.
Yes, and Elliott's been spotty. No question. 2-by-2 formation. Shotgun here for Hurts. They're going to send another pressure. Now Hurts, pressure getting to him. Now he's trying to step up. He makes one-man miss and then gets down. Clock will continue to tick after a 2 or 3 yard gain. So we're down to 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Same formation for the Eagles here on 2nd down and 7. About a minute to go in the half. Takes the snap. Hurts looking, slant, caught. A.J. Brown, first down, gain of 8, just outside of Jake Elliott field goal range, or at least according to Fox Sports. And Antonio Hamilton Sr. was off. It was an off coverage, just pretty much giving him the slant. And now they're pretty much doing the same thing here. Off coverage for Washington. Shotgun. Hurts takes the snap. He's going to throw it to the outside. Once again, A.J. Brown wide open. And he picks up another 6 or so because he was running backwards after he caught the ball. And they are just allowing A.J. Brown to take these catches underneath to try and prevent the big shots down the field. And they're pretty much they're playing bend, don't break right now, Ponzi, and they're saying you're eventually going to make a mistake. We're just not going to give you the big chunk play to flip the field.
They've only won 2 games when A.J. Brown's had more than 80 receiving yards.
Gotcha. Shotgun here for Hurts, another 2-by-2 formation with 35 seconds left. They still have both their time with 2 more timeouts. Hurts will step up in a tight pocket, and the ball's out! Oh my goodness, almost a sack. He picks up his own fumble, and now he's brought down inbounds about 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will have to call one of their 2 timeouts with 25 seconds left. Jalen Hurts had stepped up, tried to escape, and Jacob Martin forced a fumble. But Hurts was able to stay on his feet, pick up the football, and then Igbenogany is the one that is credited with the sack.
Would have been funny if he fumbled the ball again for a second time.
Yeah, it looked like
that before the season.
It looked like Igbenogany tried to get it out.
Oh man.
And it'll be 3rd down and long for the Eagles. Just 25 seconds left. I think the best case scenario here, just 3rd down and 8. I thought it would be longer than that, but.
Yeah, I mean, they picked up a pretty good chunk of change on the 1st down.
But hey, man, this is the chance for the Commanders to stop them.
And force a long Jake Elliott field goal, maybe?
The goal for the Commanders is to still be up by 3 points heading into half. If they're going to do that, they got to get a stop here. Shotgun for Hurts. 2-by-2 formation again. Takes the snap. He's looking, throwing, slant, and it is going to be caught getting inside Jake Elliott field goal range. It's going to be short of the sticks, 4th down. And the Eagles will call timeout with 18 seconds left. Oh, no, the Commanders called timeout. I guess I don't know why. I mean, listen, man, if Jake Elliott misses the field goal, you might have a chance to make one play and then spike it and try to get a field goal before half. Type those misses in the chat. Type those misses in the chat. Are they going for this? The Eagles have their offense out on the field. No, man, they're going to try and get him off sides here. They're going to try and get him off sides here. And my guess is they'll call timeout with 1 second left. Because they got that one timeout. They can't bring it with them. 6 seconds left on the play clock. Will they take the snap? Nope. And they're going to call timeout with 1 second left. That's why you click that subscribe button right there, man. That's why you click that subscribe button for that level of insight. No reason not for the Eagles to do that, you know. If they jump, it's a 1st down. But here we go, man. It's going to be a long field goal for Jake Elliott. It's going to be close to 60 yards. It's going to be probably around 57 or so. Will the Commanders put someone back deep to potentially return this? It doesn't look like it. 57-yard attempt, still 18 seconds left to go in the half. No team has timeouts. Elliott missed earlier from 43. This one is a long one. And from the logo, Elliott puts the kick up. It's curving. No good. Commanders take over. Is there a flag? No, there is a flag. Whoa. What is going on? I think it's going to be on the Eagles. Oh no, it's on the Commanders. Offside on the Commanders. Are you kidding me? Tyler Owens lined up offside. You've got to be joking. If anybody was offside, it was Samersville. What are we talking about?
Oh my goodness.
That is awful. He's not offside. So now the Eagles have 13 seconds, and they're going to put the offense out on the field. They got time to run a play here. Commanders put 3 men deep. Oh, my gosh, dude. That's going to cost you 3 points. And that's going to cost you a chance to go up 2 scores, most likely. Hurts throws down the sideline. Incomplete. 9 seconds to go. This is still a 50-plus yarder if they try to kick the field goal. And it looks like that's what they're going to do right now. It'll be, what, a 52-yarder now? So now here we go. It's the second attempt for Elliott. This one from 52. He puts it up. It's curving again! No good! Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to a defeat. Cry, Eagles, cry. Give up a touchdown. 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch those Eagles cry. Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to a defeat. E-A-G-L-E-S, losers! Jake Elliott sucks. Oh my God, that is funny, bro.
We might have to change that to miss a field goal 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, dude, he's missed 3 of them today.
2
Mariota
of them official.
Mariota takes a knee, and we go to halftime. Commanders up 10-7. Somebody broke Jake Elliott.
Paid actor.
Oh, man. What a way to end the half. Commanders now have a chance to go up 2 scores if they can score a touchdown. First drive of the second half. So hopefully Cliff puts together a good game plan here to start this second half.
I got to see Chase Sr.'s reaction to that one.
But that was unbelievable stuff right there, dude. I love singing that Cry Eagles Cry song. We did get a $20 super chat, by the way, Ponzi, so let's put that up before I take my bathroom break here. John Masood, my man, says, hail to the Redskins. Merry Christmas, Jack, Cassie, and Ponzi. Merry Christmas to everyone here. Absolutely. And by the way, we will be live on Christmas Day here next Thursday for our game against the Cowboys. So make sure you guys join us on Thursday to celebrate Christmas with your Commanders family. All right, man. Well, I'm going to take a little bit of a bathroom break here, man. Commanders up 10-7 at half. Should be a very interesting second half coming up here. All I got to say, guys, I don't want to see this Eagles team celebrate a division championship in our stadium, all right? This is the last game of the year where I actively really want to win. I could take or leave the final 2 weeks, whatever. If we lose in Philly, whatever. If we lose against the Cowboys, whatever, next week on Christmas. I don't want to see the Eagles celebrate a division championship on our turf. All right, so hopefully the Commanders can pull this one off, their second straight win. We'll be here covering the second half, so I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in a second.
Great the first half for me. I'm going to put a live poll up here. Man, what an end to that first half. I mean, not only, you kind of get bailed out. I think it was a BS offside call, but, you get bailed out of Jake Elliott missing a field goal, and then he misses another one. Because, of course, he does. Because he's bad. So, if I'm grading this, it's not been a perfect game, but, I mean, B+, at least. What's up, Katie Volland? I hope I'm saying your name right. The real Rod saying we eat birds for Christmas this year. Yeah, hopefully in some Cowboys. Manny saying run the ball. Yeah, I mean, feed Bill more. Feed Bill more. I need to see Bill getting some more carries. I mean, it's been kind of a crazy game to this point. I mean, first play of the game, a fumble. Just to give you some team stats here. Eagles leading in the time of possession battle, just barely, but 183 total yards to 121. But these teams have been bad on situational football. Third down, Eagles are 0 for 3, Commanders are 1 for 5. And then of course the Eagles turned the ball over one time. And then penalties, only 4 to this game. Of course we had one pretty bad one. But I mean, Jake Elliott, paid actor. Are the Commanders paying him? I don't know. But, I mean, I think that this game is the exactly type of Commanders football that will take this. Hold up. That will take them to win. They need to play this style of football to win this game. It's sluggish, it's slow, it's bad, but you could win this game. And of course, the Eagles have been kind of bad regardless. And, type of gotta have it situations. Like, I gotta say, if this is the way that they collapse, this would be so funny. This would be the most hilarious collapse ever. Michael's saying, I'll try to be in the chat on Christmas, Jack and Ponzi. Celebrate it with your family. Of course, you can hang out with us. But, we understand we're going to be working, getting that game for y'all. But you can have us on in the background. You can have us on whatever. We'd love the support no matter what. And thank you, Michael. We love loyal Commanders fans like yourself. A little bit of QB comparison here. Once it loads. Both quarterbacks have not been exceptional. Of course, Marcus Mariota and Jalen Hurts, they could do a lot with their legs, but they haven't really done it today. Jalen Hurts, 36 rushing yards, quarterback rating of 108, 1 touchdown to 0 interceptions, 112 yards, 12 of 17. Pretty efficient. All for, been really feeding A.J. Brown. I believe A.J. Brown has 8 of the 12 completions that he does. 8 receptions for 86 yards. And, they've been feeding him. And honestly, there's been chances for him to do even more. So, the fact that, you're only limiting Hurts to kind of only force feed to A.J. Brown, pretty good. They're 2-7 when A.J. Brown gets more than 80 yards. Let's make it 2 for 8. I'm seeing a lot of B's in chat on the live poll. Yeah, I gotta agree. I think that, it's not an A type of performance. We would be up 14-7 if it was an A type of performance. But, I think, it's one of those things where you can't complain if you're up. You're up. Do y'all think JD5 changes the outcome of this game? I don't know. This season, he's been kind of mid. And I hate to say that about Jaden Daniels because he's amazing. But he's been struggled by injury. If you're asking me the question of, does a healthy JD5 change the complexion of this game? Of course. Because, Jaden Daniels, electric with the football in his hand. He's able to avoid pressure in the pocket. He's able to step up, deliver to, the ball to Terry McLaurin. I think this season would have gone a lot differently. At least, if there's one injury that I could take back, it's Jaden Daniels. I think that stretch of football where Jaden Daniels was in, Terry McLaurin was out, it really just messed with this team. And I think that you saw that in that losing streak. But we're all, hoping, we're praying for Jaden Daniels, to get healthier, so he can bounce back with us next season. Let's get some talent around the young kid, and let's develop around him because, this Commanders franchise, going back to the Redskins days, has had quarterbacks that they just did not get talent around them. RG3, Kirk Cousins, they did not get the proper talent for them to succeed. I would hate to see an electrifying talent like Jaden Daniels get wasted because we could not build around him and, build around that young man. But Terry McLaurin, easily the best Commanders wide receiver, maybe in the past 12 years, unless I'm forgetting someone. Of course, Jamison Crowder and Deshaun Jackson had great stretches, but Terry McLaurin's just a different beast. Winning saying Commanders haven't had a Super Bowl yet. They've had 3. But, of course, it was in, the last one was in the early 90s. And I believe, if I'm correct, the Eagles or the Commanders have the same amount of Super Bowls.
We have this app called Relish.
No, I'm wrong.
Play it in order like the day before, and then it'll show up around 12:30.
But
What do you usually do?
I think
Different stuff.
overall,
They'll do Chick-fil-A,
once we get back into the second half, what I would like to see, feed Bill more.
They change it up. Pizza places. It's different.
So I mean, Bill,
It's a nice perk.
so far,
Yeah, real nice perk.
is 8 carries for 25 yards, 3.1 rushing average, 1 rushing touchdown. Of course, 3 of his carries, actually, came down in, sub 10-yard line. So that rushing average just looks a little bit misleading there. But I think that the funniest thing with the Commanders in general, he's quite easily the best running back on the Commanders roster, and he's getting 3rd running back snaps. Chris Rodriguez Jr. has 6 carries for 25 yards, and then Jeremy Nichols only has the 1 for 3 yards. So not really a great day for the rushing offense right now. Obviously, you can change that up. Terry McLaurin, 3 receptions, 53 yards, 17.7 receiving average. Of course, that incredible catch. If Mariota threw it in stride, touchdown. But Terry McLaurin is one of those players where when he gets going, it's very hard to stop him. You could double cover him. He'll still find a way because he's just such a crisp route runner. He uses his speed efficiently. He knows where the ball is going. He knows how to adjust the ball into midair. So, let's see. Manny's saying Bill should get the rock more, but I think they should switch off more. Yeah. Fog Diver saying Pierre Garçon. Yeah. Garçon was pretty good for a while, but I think McLaurin is definitely better. See, Ymir saying got Cowboys 31-23, of course, next week. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see this Christmas Day game and how, especially, the Cowboys handle it because, they're playing tomorrow, Sunday, so they'll really get a short week while the Commanders get 1 extra day of rest after today. And, who knows? Maybe that game's extra meaningless. Looks like we're about to get ready back from half here. But who are the Penguins? Michael's saying the Penguins. But
Will you do Shaka for like a 50?
But, I think, also, if you want to follow on my Twitter and the L3 right there, I will give a free raffle for anyone who shares the stream. So, I'll get that all good. But, I think, overall, great first half. Let's be a little bit better. Sperry's ready, and we'll get it back on stream.
All right, everybody. I am back. We're about to kick things off in the second half here. Now we got a little bit of time here. I do want to Grubby, come up here, man. Come up here, man. Got my good buddy from back home, Grubbs, in town. Everyone say hi to Sam Grubbs. I'm sitting down. He's standing up. Everyone say hi to Sam. Sam says that he's going to chug a beer here if we can get a $50 super chat of some kind. Is that right, Sam?
Absolutely.
All right. He says absolutely. He's going to chug a beer for you guys. I got it right here. If we can get a $50 Venmo or super chat of some kind. So make sure you guys send that in. Right now we are at $120 in donations. We're $80 away from getting to our raffle today. If you guys want to know what my Venmo and PayPal information is, it's at the bottom of your screen. $50 gets the beer chug for my guy Grubbs, who's watching our show with us here today. So appreciate him for sitting in today. Appreciate you guys for watching with us here. A week from Christmas, or a little bit less than a week from Christmas now here, guys. So it's crazy that it's crept up on us this fast. But it's going to be a good second half here. Hopefully the Commanders can get a nice win. Katie says, hi, Sam. Oh, man, look at the ladies are taking a liking to Sam in the chat, dude. You love that? I love to see that. By the way, guys, we're 2 subscribers away from giving away a free raffle entry here on the show. And we just passed 300 likes, so let's give away a free raffle entry right now. Every 50 subscribers and 100 likes we get on the stream today, giving away free raffle entries. And while people are spamming their Mies Ponzi, let's show them what they can win. If we can get $80 more in donations here in the second half, guys, we're going to be giving away a Cry Eagles Cry t-shirt. And if we can get to $400 on today's show, we're going to be giving away an F the Eagles t-shirt. So we are underway in the second half in Landover. Commanders take the kick from the 5, and he's going to get down to around the 31-yard line. Chris Moore on the return. And we just passed 450 right there, so let's give away 2 right here. Let's give one to Manny Feeney. And let's give one to Yamar. All right, man. Sam is thirsty over here, guys. He wants to drink that beer. So $50 is the price tag for him to come on camera and chug a beer for you guys. We could do alley-oop, 25 and 25. Here, this new drive starts here for the Commanders. Play action. Mariota throws middle down the field. Did he catch it? Traylon Burks with the mitts. Nice catch at midfield. He gets back up, and he's still running. We'll see if he was down, but he gets into Philadelphia territory, and that gets this Commanders drive started off on the right foot. What a hands catch from Traylon Burks to secure that, and that is a catch. Dude, what a catch. And now they're going to snap it here to prevent a challenge. Now rolling out to his right. Mariota throws it down the sideline. Incomplete. Just threw it away. Be second down and 10. Traylon Burks, Ponzi, has had some super impressive catches. Of course, he had that crazy one-hander a couple weeks ago. And then he just made that really difficult hands catch to start this drive. Second down and 10. On the Eagles' 44-yard line, Mariota from shotgun will take the snap, play action. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to throw down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Good coverage from Quinyon Mitchell on Deebo Samuel, who is working on a crosser. What's that? Yeah, and he's also my best man. Sam Grubbs over here, man. He's gonna be the best man at my wedding. So he's getting the pregame started a couple months early, apparently. Third down and 10 here for the Commanders. They need another first down to get within field goal range. Mariota takes the snap, pressure coming in on him. Now he's trying to escape, and he does escape. Pressure out to the right. He's got to throw it down the field. Flag on the play. Incomplete. Is there going to be a flag on DeJean? I don't know. And Mariota looks like he's still on a knee. Might be a little shaken up there. Let's see how they sort this thing out. Holding on the offense. Are they going to decline this? Yeah, they are. Fourth down. I think they're going to say it's on McNichols, who's picking up the blitzing linebacker up the middle. And he's pretty clearly holding him. So fourth down and 10. I'm guessing the Commanders will punt here unless they try a really long Jake Moody field goal. But they won't. It would have been over 60 yards if they tried it. So disappointing because that drive looked like it was off to a great start, and it just stalls off right when you didn't want it to. It's not a great punt from Tress Way. It's going to be fielded at I would say the 17 or so yard line, and it's going to be fair caught. So that's where the Eagles will take over. It's not great, man. Not great. You would have loved to see them seize that opportunity. And by the way, Ponzi, it's another missed opportunity for this Commanders team to really take this game by the horns. Had a chance, on that first drive to start this thing off with a touchdown and steal a touchdown early in the game. You end up settling for 3. Had a chance to go up 2 scores on the second drive of the game. End up having to punt. Have a chance to go up 2 scores in the first drive of the second half. Have to punt.
Did they even run the ball there?
No. This is all pass plays right there for the Commanders.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
Like I was saying during halftime, gotta feed Bill, too.
Yeah, man. I mean, Bill's been the best part about this offense the last 2 weeks. You're not even getting him the football on that first drive. That's just bad. That's just bad game planning.
Exactly. Of course, your defense has played pretty decently to this point. Obviously, missed field goals from Jake Elliott. But, I mean, you don't want this game to come down to the defense.
No, you do not. Katie asked, Jack, Ponzi, and Sam, are you guys ready for Christmas? I'm ready for Christmas. I think I got Cassie a pretty darn good present.
I already got my wife a Christmas gift.
Yeah, Ponzi?
Yeah.
Grubby, are you ready for Christmas?
I'm ready for Christmas.
He says he's ready for Christmas.
Got my mom a
But-
nice candle.
You got your really? Okay. It's very
I don't know.
nice. Hopefully
I don't know.
hopefully your mom's not watching. No, I know she loves watching the show, dude. Ponzi's mom actually watches the show.
No,
though.
yeah, she's a huge Commanders fan. I saw my dad earlier.
Huge Commanders Report fan, dude. If Mama Ponzi's watching, appreciate your support. But Grubb says he wants to get the holiday started off right
I
here
mean,
with the.
he's got a Miller
beer.
Lite. My mom loves Miller Lite.
By the way, Josh Johnson is on the sideline warming up right now. I think Mariota went to the tent.
If Josh Johnson plays,
This game's
this game's over.
This game's over if Marcus Mariota does not come back in the game. There's close to a 0% chance the Commanders win with Josh Johnson at quarterback. I formation, actually offset I formation in a jumbo personnel package here for Philly. Starting this drive at their own 17. It's going to be a handoff to Barkley. Good push up front. He's going to pick up about 5. Any word on what the Mariota injury is?
No idea. They don't even have emergency quarterback.
Yeah, Sam Hartman's out. My guess is they probably just run wildcat shit.
Who played quarterback in high school?
It's a good question. Did anybody on the Commanders receiving corps play quarterback in college? Hurts back under center here on 2nd down and 5. They'll send Devontae Smith in motion right to left. Play action. Clean pocket. He's going to find his check down Smitty, and he's going to pick up about 7 and a Eagles first down. Make sure you guys keep clicking that subscribe button. Click that thumbs up icon. We're about $80 away from locking in the raffle tonight. And now Hurts in the shotgun. 3 receiver set. He'll take the snap. He will go play action. Quick throw out to Goddard. It is caught. He'll pick up about 8. And once again, the Eagles are back to taking chunks out of the Commanders' defense. Commanders very clearly playing a bend, don't break style of defense tonight, allowing the underneath completions and hoping Philly makes mistakes. And thank God Jake Elliott has provided some of those mistakes tonight. Shotgun here for Hurts. He'll take the snap from trips right. He'll throw outside, caught. That looks like Jahan Dotson, the former Commander, picks up 6 and another Eagles first down. Yeah, okay, switch sidelines. Can we sign him off their practice squad? Marcus Mariota has a towel over his right hand. Just came out of the medical tent. That's not a good sign. Shotgun here for Hurts. Play action. They send pressure. Hurts steps up, throws outside, and it's caught by Skinny Batman. Once again, another catch from Devontae Smith. We'll see where they mark him. I think they're going to give him a first down. And the Commanders are just playing off coverage and just allowing those easy underneath completions. And now Marcus Mariota, with a towel over his right hand, is running to the locker room. If he can't, I'm guessing this game is over. He probably has a broken hand or dislocation in his finger or something. Shotgun here for Hurts, now past the midway marker there. It's going to be a handoff to Barkley. He will pick up a first down and then some and get down to the Commanders' 40-yard line. Josh fucking Johnson, dude. Well, you know, Ponzi, I've been an advocate of signing Taylor Heineke for a while. I think, right now I would have liked to have Heineke on the team. Because Josh Johnson, man, he's not even, good backup. He's a bad backup. Shotgun here for Hurts. Pressure getting to him. Now he has to roll out to his left, still looking. He's just going to throw it out of bounds. Good coverage from the Commanders there on first down. Second down and 10 for Philly. They go empty here with Hurts. Takes the snap. Read option here on kind of a jet sweep motion. And he's going to be snuffed out by Bobby Wagner, adding to his career tackle total. He's less than 30. I don't know the exact number, but I know he's less than 30 tackles away from getting the 2,000 career tackles. I guarantee you it's a goal of this Commanders coaching staff to get Bobby to that number by the end of the season. But really good job there, man. Just slipped right by Mailata, the left tackle, for a nice tackle on Jalen Hurts. And it will be third down and 10. This is not in Jake Moody field goal range either. So this is, or maybe nothing is in Jake Moody field goal range by the way he's playing tonight. Commanders threatening pressure. They're going to send it. They're going to throw quickly out to Shipley in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down short of the sticks. This has got to be punt here for the Eagles. They might go for it too, man. But with Mariota out, down 3, I would feel more comfortable punting here. There's no way the Commanders are going down the field, but they're going to keep the offense out there. It'll be 4th down and 7, and they're going for this. This is 4th down and long. In the third quarter, down 3 with Marcus Mariota, the only serviceable quarterback for the other team, injured. This is a dumbass decision from Nick Sirianni. Dumbass decision. Let's see if it pays off. Are they even going to snap it? Yes, they do. From shotgun, Hurts is looking. He's got a clean pocket. He's got plenty of time to throw all day. Launches down the field, and it's picked off. No, did he go out of bounds?
I think he went out of bounds.
Quan Martin made the catch. You don't want to catch this, dude. You want the ball.
I think he was out of
And now there's a flag on the play. Legal contact on the Commanders' first down Eagles. Holy fuck, dude.
Oh, come on. Get up.
Will Harris is just grabbing up on Dallas Goedert. And, it's a penalty. Very clearly a penalty. Hurts tried to go to A.J. Brown on kind of a double move type of situation there. Unbelievable, dude. So first down Eagles. Huge play in this ball game. It's going to be a handoff to Barkley. He's going to get nothing. Nothing. Preston Smith looked like Javon Kinlaw combined on the tackle there. Good play by those guys. By the way, Quan Martin has caught 2 interceptions this season. Both of them have been wiped away by penalties. That's some shit luck right there. Second down and 10, and by the way, now they're in range for a potential Jake Elliott field goal attempt. I can't tell you he's going to make it, but under center now is Hurts. Condensed formation in the offset eye. Play action, roll out to the right. Hurts will throw. Open. Caught Goddard. You'll pick up 9. Third down and 1 coming up. And this is definitely tush push or hand it off to Barkley kind of range here. Where is Antonio Hamilton Sr. going? They hand it off to Barkley. He's met in the backfield, but he's going to sidestep them and pick up 2 yards and a first down. Eagles definitely in field goal range now. God, dude, you were this close to getting off the field. Literally this close. If you don't just grab up on Dallas Goedert and have illegal contact, Commanders have the football, but they don't. Shotgun here for Hurts. Handoff Barkley up the middle. He's going to get pounded after a 1-yard gain. I believe that is Daron Payne, who is back in the game after getting a minor injury in the first half. Be 2nd down and 9 coming up. Field goal here, and it's a tie ball game. Commanders can find a way to not give up any points. Obviously, they'll remain with a 3-score lead. If the Eagles score a touchdown and get the extra point, they'll be up 4 with Mariota maybe out for the rest of this game. Shotgun for Hurts, takes the snap. He's looking. He's got a clean pocket. No pressure from the Commanders. He throws. It's caught and now brought down. Jahan Dotson is brought down by Bobby Wagner. Another tackle for him today. It'll be 3rd down and long coming up for Philly. Got to force a Jake Elliott field goal here, guys. Got to force a Jake Elliott field goal. Your best chance here is open. He misses. With just no pressure on Hurts, but good pursuit by Bobby Wagner there getting the tackle. Yeah, this drive. There we go. Trips right. A.J. Brown, the one receiver, out in a nasty split out to the left. Shotgun Hurts. He takes the snap. He's looking. There's a spy on him. That's Frankie Louvu. He's rolling out to the right now. He throws on the run towards the end zone. Incomplete. No Igbenogany in coverage and a flag. Of course there's a flag. Noah Igbenogany held Devontae Smith in the end zone. And we'll see if it's just the 5-yard penalty. Igbenogany's trying to say no penalty. Dan Quinn is livid on the sideline. It's another possession down play where the refs are going to likely give the Eagles a brand new set of downs. And if this is DPI, it's at the 1-yard line. 2 fouls on the play. Holding on Washington, that's decline, which means the other one's going to be pass interference. Fuck! It's going to be putting them at the 1-yard line. Thanks, refs. How many times have the refs helped them tonight? How many times? They don't call DPI in the end zone on the first drive of the game. Dude, that is not even close to DPI. That's DPI, but holding a guy's arm down isn't? Are you kidding me? And now they go tush push. I don't know if they got this. They definitely did not. Commanders get a stop on the tush push.
Oh, please.
So, dude, this is so bullshit. Did these refs fly in from Philly, bro? Nothing.
Even then, he's outside the pocket for illegal contact.
That is the most. The fact that they called holding and DPI on that is a joke. Another tush push. I don't think he got it again. Flag on the play. I think they're going to go false start. The refs just keep giving the Eagles chances and they can't get in. False start on the Eagles. So it'll be 2nd down and goal. That's their second false start of the game, and they definitely moved early. Good call. Good call.
They didn't get it anyway, though.
All I want, man, is consistent standards on DPI in the end zone. If you're not going to call it when somebody's holding a guy's arm down, don't call it for that shit. What's impressive about that, though, well, maybe he would have been in because I think he extended the ball over the goal line. So if that wasn't false start, that might have been a touchdown. But now they have the ball at the 6, second down and goal. Shotgun Hurts. Type stop in the chat if you want to stop him here. Takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley, up the middle, trying to get some push. Isn't going to get it. He gets a yard. Third down and goal from the 5 coming up. Type those 3s in the chat. Come on. My guess is they will go for it on 4th down. If they're going for it on 4th and 7, they're going for it on 4th and goal. So 2 more stops here. 2 more stops here, boys. Let's go. They go empty with Hurts. Watch the quarterback run. Commanders showing 0. Hurts takes the snap. They drop out of it. He's still looking. He's rolling out to his right. Flag on the play. This will be a hold on Philly. Throws end zone. It's caught in the end zone for a touchdown, Jahan Dotson. But I'm almost 100% sure this is coming back. And it is. Holding on Philly. Be a 10-yard penalty. 3rd down and very long coming up. There we go. Fred Johnson. Yeah, literally wrapping the arm around the neck. Textbook holding call. Not even these refs could.
Wrapped him like a Christmas present.
Not even these refs could deny that being a penalty, dude. Third and goal. Trips right. Shotgun Hurts. A.J. Brown, the lone receiver, and a nasty split out to the left. Takes the snap, Hurts. He's looking. Pressure getting in. Now he's running, throwing in the end zone. Caught Goddard. What a play. And over a 10-minute touchdown drive for Philly gives the Birds the lead. Great play by Hurts. Stepping up in the pocket, throwing on the run. Putting it in a spot only Dallas Goedert could make a play. And he was lined up against Quan Martin, who's been one of the worst safeties in football this year. Completely outclassed and outmatched from a size perspective, and just an incredible throw by Hurts, putting it in the perfect spot. Moody puts up the kick, and it is good. Oh, did I say Moody? Yeah, Elliott puts it up and good. 14-10 Eagles over a 10-minute drive. And who knows if Mariota's going to be coming back.
Cleared for a concussion, questionable with hand injury.
Cleared for a concussion, questionable with a hand injury. And the fact that he had a towel over his hand tells me it's probably like a dislocated finger or something, which would probably keep him out for the rest of this game. So you're relying on Josh Johnson to prevent the Eagles from wearing a hat and T-shirt in a couple hours here. Don't love our chances here, guys, but even if you don't like our chances of winning this game, I love your chances of getting a great deal on a Jaden Daniels jersey here. When you use our link, chatsports.com/Daniels, 30% off with code ELF. And, guys, it's not just, the regular, home burgundies and the away whites. It is every single Commanders jersey we have on our website. You guys can get 30% off with code ELF at chatsports.com/Daniels. So whether you like the Super Bowl era alternates, the black alternates, or whether you like the traditional look and you want to go with the home burgundies or the away whites, you can do those as well. We'll put the link to that in the comments and description of today's show. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button, click that thumbs up icon, click on the link, chatsports.com/Daniels, and use code ELF for 30% off a Jaden Daniels jersey just in time for Christmas. So, listen, man, Mariota's not going to be able to come back in this game. Bonzi, I think our chances are pretty much done because we saw what Josh Johnson was in the preseason where he could barely complete a pass against backups playing vanilla coverages, let alone what the Eagles run in a regular season game. Good luck, Josh Johnson. Good luck, dude. I'm not even sure Josh Johnson should have a job in the National Football League. let alone have a chance to play.
Johnson is warming up.
Yeah, Johnson is warming up, so I think for this next drive at the very least, it will be Josh Johnson's.
Maybe it's an excuse to run the ball.
Yeah, give the ball to Bill Krosky-Merritt. But, I mean, eventually you're going to need to hit some passes.
I will say, too, how embarrassing of this is from the Eagles side of things. Like,
I don't know, dude. All they care about is winning the division.
Yeah.
Just win. That's all they care about. Find any way to win. But
just all this to get first rounded.
by somebody, Chicago or
Probably NFC West team.
yeah, maybe. That's true. But then again, the NFC South winner is going to be the 4 seed, and they'll play the.
Well, I think 49ers are in the 6 right now.
Yeah, maybe. Kicks away. It's going to be fielded by Chris Moore. He can't get to the 30. He gets to the 26. And now Josh Johnson will take the field. I hope he proves me wrong, guys, but he is so bad. He's got a less than 60% completion percentage in his career. He has 16 interceptions to just 13 touchdowns. And he did not play well in the preseason either. Like we were literally left at the end of the preseason wondering who was worse, him or Sam Hartman. If you are in the same conversation as Sam Hartman, Christ save you, dude. Under center is Johnson. This is going to be a run, and they're going to toss it to Chris Rodriguez Jr. No push up front. He gets maybe a yard. So not only do you not have Mariota out there, but what happened to his hand, bro? Looked like he was limping too. Second down and 9. Pistol formation for Johnson. He'll take the snap. Play action. He's got plenty of time in the pocket. Nothing there. Now he looks to run. Now dirts it. Goodness gracious, he sucks. And now I think they're saying now they're playing this out like it's a fumble, but this has got to be incomplete. Yeah, they're saying incomplete. Very clearly thrown by Josh Johnson. Third down and long coming up. This is going to be a 3-and-out. Had plenty of time in the pocket. Just didn't pull the trigger. Don't know if there was anybody open, but and we third down and 9. Katie's asking if Mariota's out for the game. He's not out yet. He's questionable to return, but he went to the locker room, and we haven't seen him. And Josh Johnson's out there right now on a 3rd and 9. God save us. 2-by-2 formation here. Shotgun Johnson takes the snap. They send pressure. He's got clean pocket. Throws middle. What a throw by Johnson. It's caught by Debo. Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. And it gets close to the 50-yard line. A nice throw from Josh Johnson. Christmas miracle. First down, Commanders.
Josh Johnson saves.
Little cross. Good. It's good coverage by Cooper DeJean. It's just a really well-placed football. And, oh, man, he one-handed this. What a catch by Debo Samuel, pinning it against his body. And a good run after as well. And the Commanders might be cooking here. First down and 10. They get into the pistol. Got a condensed bunch out to the right. Now they send John Bates into motion, into the sniffer. Takes the snap, hands it off to the running back, Chris Rodriguez Jr., and this is going to be a legal formation or false start, either one. It'll be a 5-yard penalty regardless. Dude, that is crazy. The Commanders have 66 games missed combined from starters this year, most in the NFL. So, has it been, a step backwards for this Commanders team this year? 100%, but it's just no matter what, man. If you're the most injured team in the National Football League, it's going to be hard to maintain any level of success. 1st and 15 after the false start. 2 seconds on the play clock. 1 second. Johnson takes the snap. He'll throw quickly. Looked like it was a bad read to McLaurin. Throw was too high as well. Incomplete. Maybe a little bit lucky there, Ponzi didn't throw that lower. It might have been a pick six. Looked like Quinyon Johnson was ready to jump that. Yeah, or Quinyon Mitchell. Yeah, not Johnson. I'm an idiot. Quinyon Mitchell. Good player, dude. So now they go pistol here with Debo at running back. Takes the snap, hands it to Chris Rodriguez Jr. at the fullback position, makes one man miss, tries to spin and make another guy miss, but he's just going to get a yard. Be third down and very long.
If
We're going to need another Christmas miracle here, Ponzi.
they don't show the replay on this, 2 commanders blocked each other.
Great.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That'll do the job there, dude. Going to need another Christmas miracle here from Josh Johnson. This one's an even bigger miracle because it's 3rd and 14. Trips right. Johnson in the shotgun with McNichols the back. He'll take the snap. 4-man pressure. Johnson looking deep, and he's just going to throw it, and it's intercepted. One of the worst throws I've ever seen in my life. Cooper DeJean intercepted. Literally one of the worst plays I've ever seen on an NFL football field. He literally sidearmed it across the field, and Cooper DeJean never had an easier interception in his entire life.
Late back foot across the field.
I think he used up all of his Christmas magic on that 3rd and 9, folks. Like, dude, I'm telling you, man, we said it when Mariota got hurt. If he can't come back in this game is over. Over. Now you're just praying the Commanders' defense can hold on here in time for Mariota to maybe come back.
Although signs of that are not good because the Eagles literally had a 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
And he did not come back.
Well, I mean, the refs helped him out, but
yeah.
a lot. Very easily. I mean,
I was saying more so for Mariota to come back.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So, 10-minute drive.
Yeah, dude, Mariota had a lot of time to get himself back on the field, and he couldn't. So, listen, dude, I'm not feeling too great if I'm an Eagles fan because I've had to get bailed out by stupid penalties by the Commanders and all this different shit. And an injury to Marcus Mariota, of all people, to save my ass. But hey, man, if I'm an Eagles fan, locking in the division is locking in the division. But it just feels like if Mariota would have been able to stay in this game and stayed healthy, this game might be different. It might be, maybe, who knows? But that interception from Josh Johnson was, dude, it was like
Sam Howell or Josh Johnson. In terms of worst
it was like watching the worst movie you've ever seen in your life, dude. You're like,
and it's even
can't believe I'm watching this right now.
He did everything wrong. Your high school football coach tells you don't throw across the field, don't be late on the throw, and don't try to do any crazy stuff with your arm. And he did all 3 of those. NFL starting quarterback.
By the way, remember when Adam Peters gave Cooper DeJean to the Eagles? You remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Remember when they traded down in round 2 and gave Cooper DeJean, the best slot corner in the draft, to the Eagles, and then traded down and got Mike Samerstill, who's way worse? Remember that? Thanks, Adam. It's a good move, dude. Give the best slot corner in the draft to your arch rival, and then trade down and get a guy that can't even play slot corner in Mike Samerstill. Great move, Adam. So the Eagles have the ball now at the Commanders' 37-yard line. First down and 10, Hurts in the shotgun. 3 receivers set with Barkley, the running back. He takes the snap. Commanders send pressure up the middle, and Bobby Wagner brings him down for a sack. Bobby Wagner making some things happen here. Gets a 2-yard loss on the sack. It's one of the best. That's actually one of the better things Bobby still does. Is he's a pretty decent blitzer, and he gets right past the left guard, Dickerson, and he brings down Hurts for a loss of 2. And that's the end of the third quarter. Technically, the Commanders are still in this thing, down 4, but with the Eagles now in Commanders territory and Josh Johnson being your quarterback for the Commanders, put the chances of victory, if Mariota doesn't come back in this game, close to 0. Close to 0. Okay, well, maybe he can come back. If he can come back, the Commanders still have a chance. Yeah. Yeah, bro.
I trust Marcus Mariota with a broken hand.
Yeah,
more
dude.
than Josh Johnson.
Dude, I might trust Josh. Yes, I might trust Marcus Mariota with a bum hand more than I trust Josh Johnson after that throw, dude.
I might trust Marcus Mariota left-handed than I trust Josh Johnson.
Dude, that's saying something. Saying something, dude. Oh, man. I don't think this is I don't think this is fun for either fan base right now. Like, dude, if you're an Eagles fan, I don't know how you look at this Eagles team today and be like, yeah, that team's playing good today. It's like, no.
In other Brandon Ayuk news, because he's probably a Commander, today posted a video of him speeding 90 miles per hour past Levi Stadium. Future Commanders wide receiver.
God, dude, he is such a nutcase, bro. It's going to be such an adventure with him here in Washington. Because you know he's coming to Washington. I know there's a lot of Commanders fans that are like, no, don't bring him in. All that stuff. And I get why. I don't, listen, man. The weatherman doesn't tell you what weather he wants. He tells you what the weather's going to be. I'm just telling you, Brandon Ayuk's going to be a Commander. So Mariota's got some sort of wrap on his hand. So we'll see if he can come back in the game. But 2nd down and 12 here. They go spread from empty. Hurts takes the snap, throws quickly. Wide open is A.J. Brown with the Commanders playing off. And he's going to pick up around 10 yards. It'll be 3rd down and short coming up. 3rd down and 2. Type those threes. I think we're going to see Mariota back in the game next drive, guys. Which is abundantly good news. We're back to maybe having a chance again. But, yeah, you got to get a stop here. If you go down 2 scores in the 4th quarter, it's going to be real tough to win. Got to at least hold him to a field goal here. 3rd down and 2. Shotgun Hurts. Takes the snap. They send all-out pressure. He has to roll out to the right, and there's nobody with contain. He's going to pick up a 1st down. How do we not have anybody covering the outside to the right? We know that's where he wants to go. That's where he wants to scramble. And we have nobody containing the outside right? What are we doing? First of all, Von Miller gets held. No call. Very clear holding on Von Miller. No call. Inside the 30 now to the Commanders' 26. Commanders' best hope is to keep this a 1-score game with a field goal. Shotgun Hurts, hands it off to Barkley, and he's going to be brought down. Nothing doing. Javon Kinlaw with a nice play. There's no – can't mince words here, man. They've got to get a stop here. Got to get a stop here. Kinlaw just absolutely destroyed the center, Cam Jurgens, on that rep. Be nice to get a turnover here too, Ponzi. 2nd down and 10. Shotgun Hurts again. 3 receiver set with Barkley the back, lined up to Hurts' right. Now he shifts over to the other side. Takes the snap. Hurts looking for the quick option slant. It's caught by Jahan Dotson. He'll pick up about 6, I'd say. Make it 3rd down and manageable coming up. Yeah, they would. Well, I don't know, dude. If they were going for it on 4th and 7 with Josh Johnson on the other sideline, might go for it on 4th and 15 with Mariota in the game back in the game now. 3rd down and 4. See if the Commanders' defense can get a stop. 2-by-2 formation. Spread. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. They get push up the middle. 1st down, Eagles. He gets down to the 12. Just no push from the Commanders up front. Frankie Louvu just got driven backwards by Landon Dickerson. And that's what you do when you put off-ball linebackers at the line of scrimmage and they run. It's going to be another handoff here to Barkley. He's going to make one-man miss, spins, stays on his feet, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Terrible tackling by the Commanders. And that's probably going to do it, folks, unless the Commanders score a touchdown on their next drive. That's probably going to be curtains on this game and on the division. And now I think that's Will Harris limping off the field. Igbenogany can't tackle. Jeremy Reeves can't tackle. Bobby Wagner can't tackle. And Saquon Barkley spins his way. I mean, incredible contact balance on Barkley to get hit by that many players and still keep his balance to spin his way into the end zone. But Elliott puts up the kick, and it's good. 21-10 Philly with 11:33 left to go in the game. And with Marcus Mariota looking like he's going to be ready to come back into the game here, you're going to need an immediate touchdown drive here to stay in it. But if you guys love Jaden Daniels, you're excited to watch him in his 3rd NFL season next year, and you guys want to get a jersey for a great price right now before the holiday season, go chatsports.com/Daniels and use code ELF at that link to get 30% off your order. Any Jaden Daniels jersey on the website right now, alternates, normal, home and away jerseys, all available on our website right now. It also helps out the channel because every single purchase that's made using our link, we get part of the proceeds. So if you want to help out the channel and you want to get yourself or somebody you love a Jaden Daniels jersey this year for Christmas, 30% off when you use code ELF at chatsports.com/Daniels. So obviously not what you want to see, Ponzi. And you're down to the point in this game where you got to really start picking it up. If you don't get a touchdown here, I mean, I guess technically you can get a field goal and you're only down 8. So listen, you just got to score. You got to keep yourself within striking distance. And if at any point here, if the Eagles get the ball and they score a touchdown again without the Commander scoring one, it's over. So, yeah. So this game's not over yet, but the Commanders' defense is going to have to be really stout for the rest of this game, and the Commanders' offense is going to have to score, put up points in a hurry. Kobe Smith coming in with a $5 super chat. We'll put you up on screen here in a second here, Kobe. If you want the Commanders to come back, just like they did last year against the Eagles, by the way, in their win in the regular season. Of course, they had Jaden Daniels in that game, but they did come back to win that football game. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you want the comeback victory to happen. Kobe says, might be a hot take, but I'd rather have a RG3 5 years out of the game as a third string instead of Josh Johnson. I mean, I would rather have Phillip Rivers for sure. I'd probably rather have Cam Newton. Yeah. Josh Johnson, dude, he's unplayable. Unplayable, bro. Like, he was bad in the preseason playing against, like, guys that didn't even make teams' rosters. Kick is away. It's fielded around the 8 or 9. Chris Moore is going to sift his way through, get past the 30. Tries to kick it outside. He's going to get to the 35. Good return for Chris Moore. And we'll see if Mariota's back in the game. Yeah. He's done playoff streams before. Those two guys playing. Ugh. All right, who's in that quarterback here? I wish Fox would show it. And it is Josh Johnson. And this game's over. Josh Johnson hands it off up the middle. Chris Rodriguez Jr. picks up maybe 3 or 4. I'd say, yeah, dude, that's bad. We're less than a quarter away from the first repeat champions in the NFC East in Ponzi's lifetime. Just crazy, dude. Two-by-two formation in shotgun, 2nd down and 7. Johnson takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going to dump it off. It's going to be caught by Rodriguez. He's going to run over an Eagle, get close to first down yardage. We'll see where the spot is. It might be just short. It might be a first down. We'll see.
Dude, the fact that Chris Rodriguez had to come back for that ball.
Yeah.
Instead of hitting stride, dude.
They're going to say he's just short. It'll be 3rd down and 1 here. And Marcus is just, he doesn't even have his helmet. He's got the big jacket on. I think he's done for the night. Under center is Johnson. Heavy formation, handoff up the middle, and he gets blown up in the backfield. Loss of 4 or 5. And, they got to go for it. Like, this defense has not been able to really stop the Eagles quickly all game long outside of the first drive of the game. I think Philly has at least 1 first down on every drive except for the first drive of the game. And it looks like, was that Brandon Coleman that got beat, or was that Chris Paul? It looked like Chris Paul just got his ass No, Brandon Coleman. Come on, Brandon. What are we doing, bro? Coleman's had some bad moments in this game. And they're just gonna punt it, man. The Commanders are pretty much giving up. It's gonna be fair caught at the 20 by Britton Covey. And the Eagles have a lot of grass here to kill a lot of clock. Yeah, we're not going to get it. Oh, man. We're only 7 subscribers away from 50,000 subscribers, guys. I'd appreciate it if we could hit that milestone here today, halfway to the silver plaque here on the Commanders Report. I remember starting this channel when we had 0 subscribers. So over the last 3 years, building this channel to what it is, couldn't thank you guys so much for all of your support. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. It'd be 49-5. Goodness gracious, we're still. I'm tired, folks. I'm tired. I'm tired of watching this football team, dude. But hey, man. There we go, man. Got the kickstart. Six one 617 Montana says the game is not over. Laugh my ass off. Bro, have you seen Josh Johnson play? We're down 2 scores. They have the ball, and Josh Johnson's our fucking quarterback. What are you talking about? The game's not over. I don't want to be rude, man, but the game's over. Unless there's like a legit Christmas miracle. Like unless like Rudolph comes down from the North Pole and saves our ass, it's not happening, dog.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth came down and saved the Commanders.
$10 from Sam Grubbs. Let's go, Grubby. Hey, getting us started here with a 10, and he says, F the Eagles. F the Eagles. F the Eagles. Let's go, man. Shout out to Grubby. $10, helping out the channel. All right, Eagles definitely getting ready to start pounding this football. Offset I formation with a sniffer. Only one receiver. It's going to be a handoff. Barkley picks up 2. Maybe 1. Oh, man. And then we got to suffer through a Christmas Day game. Listen, man. If you want to suffer with us on Christmas, feel free to come watch our live stream. We'll be live on Christmas Day. That's how dedicated we are to the Commanders, man. Season over on Christmas Day. We're coming into work for you guys. Might as well turn your ass in. 2nd down and 8, play action, roll out right, throws Barkley, bad throw by Hurts, incomplete. 3rd down and 8 coming up. Dude, imagine if the Commanders come back to win this game with Josh Johnson. I might literally crap my pants, bro. Like, dude, I'm not even joking. I might do it. I might literally crap my pants live on YouTube if we win this football game, bro. It'd be unbelievable. Shotgun here for Hurts. Takes the snap. 4-man pressure up the middle. They get home. Now they have to dump it off to Barkley and hit the ground. Incomplete. Eagles will have to punt. Clock stops with 8 minutes and 21 seconds left to go. Technically not over.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Bro, there's no chance.
If you want Jack Sperry to crap himself on stream, Josh Johnson, do your thing.
Josh Johnson.
If you can hear us.
Josh Johnson, bro. If you got any talent left in that body, cash it out tonight, bro. We need like a punt return for a touchdown here. Block punt. No, so close. They almost got home. It kicks away. It's not a good punt. It's going to go out at around the 40-yard line on the Commander's side of the field. So Josh Johnson getting ready to come back in this game. Oh, bro. All you need, Josh Johnson, is like 25 yards to give yourself a shot at a field goal to make it 8 points and give this team a chance. That's all you need, man. 25 yards. Can we do it?
All I will say.
Does Josh Johnson have 25 yards in him here to give Jake Moody a chance?
If I'm Josh Johnson, I'm throwing it up to Terry. That's it. Give him a shot. That's it.
Like, bro, I'm looking this up, bro. I'm looking up the box scores from the Commanders' preseason games this year to show you how bad Josh Johnson was in the preseason. Let's see here. So in the first game, against Cincinnati, Josh Johnson went 6 for 9 with an interception. Nice. And then in the Baltimore game where they lost 30-3, Josh Johnson against the Ravens backups went 7 for 13 and an interception, no touchdowns. That was against backups playing like spot drop cover 3, bro. They're playing high school defenses with guys that are currently sitting on their ass. And he couldn't throw a touchdown in the fucking preseason. Oh man. Ponzi, if we win this game with Josh Johnson, we're gonna have to come up with like some sort of song for the channel, bro. Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or some shit. JJ the shitty QB. Have fun with it or something. Well, that's pretty cool. Pam Oliver made it to the Sportscasting Hall of Fame. She's been doing it for a long time, so shout out to Pam. All right, here we go. Under center, Josh Johnson. Got still Chris Rodriguez Jr. in there. They're going to hand it off to him. He gets buried. Loss of 1. Jordan Davis, all 380 pounds of that elephant, just absolutely came down, crashing down on Chris Rodriguez Jr., bro. Look at this, dude. That's got to hurt so bad. By the way, maybe you're preserving Bill, but why is Chris Rodriguez Jr. the number 1 running back? Pistol formation, your condensed formation. He's just going to throw a quick one out to Ben Sinnott. He's going to make one guy miss, and he'll pick up a decent 6-yard gain. Good play by Sinnott, his first catch of the night. Bro. 3rd down and 6. Spread formation, shotgun for Johnson. He'll take the snap. He's looking, pressure on him, and oh my gosh, what the fuck is that, dude? Terrible throw, incomplete, 4th down and 6. He literally threw it like this. Got pressure in his face, and he literally just dirted it. 4th down and 6. You got to go for it. Do we have a Christmas miracle here from Josh Johnson? No, they're punting. They don't believe in Josh. They think Josh Johnson sucks that bad, bro. They're not even giving him a shot on 4th down and 6, and then the punt's not a good one. It goes into the end zone. Bro. Why are we watching this game? Appreciate all the people watching, man. We got over 1,400 people watching live, so you guys have been amazing today.
Genuinely feels like a Sam Howell game.
Listen, dude, if I'm questioning why I'm watching this game, I can only imagine what you're feeling. So thank you guys so much for enduring this season with us. I think I probably have my takeaways. All right. Ponzi, if you want to start building them. But, dude, like, a big what-if game, man. Like, what if Marcus Mariota stayed in the game and he stayed healthy? I'm not convinced the Eagles, I'm not convinced this would have been as easy of a win as it ended up being. Like, dude, if I had to rank the top 100 quarterbacks in the league, top 100, okay, I don't think Josh Johnson would make that list. 100% serious. Top 100. By the way, there's 32 teams in the league. That means every other team's QB3 would be better than Josh Johnson. And some QB4s. That's not saying much, bro. The fact that they keep Josh Johnson and Sam Hartman on this team because they're buddies with Jaden Daniels. Like, dude, what is this? What kind of organization are we running here? Handing out roster spots to guys that can't throw the football, bro. And by the way, like, this loss is going to make it so boring to watch these last 2 weeks. Handoff, Saquon spins out of a tackle. He's got a lot of room to run here. He's going to break another tackle to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, and he's finally knocked out of bounds. Huge run for Saquon. He had him dead to rights, 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he missed a tackle. Derek Young is asking what happened to Mariota's hand. I think he fell on it weird. I couldn't tell you, dude. Then he stiff-armed Quan Martin. Tell me if you've heard this one before. Quan Martin missed the tackle. Worst tackling safety in professional football. And who is that? Is that Sheldon Day missing the tackle in the backfield? Sure looks like it. Man, if there was any game left in the season where, like, you wanted to win this game, you wanted to win this one, bro, because I just hate the idea of that Eagles team wearing a hat and a T-shirt in their locker room in our stadium. I hate that idea, dude. It's going to happen. Handoff, short gain for Will Shipley, the backup running back for Philly. Let's just get into the post-game, Ponzi, if we can have it ready when the clock strikes 0. I want to get out of here. Toss play on the outside, and there's a big gap, and the Commanders have given up. Touchdown. Tank Bigsby, rookie out of Auburn. The Commanders were barely even running. Huh? Oh, is he? He might be a second-year guy. Does it really matter, Ponzi? Does it really matter, dude? Oh, man. I mean, the positive about being a team as bad as the Commanders, Ponzi, at least when you lose, you get a better draft pick. By the way, the Eagles are going for 2. They're just rubbing it in, bro. By the way, obviously that touchdown makes it a 3-possession game. I would not be surprised if Dan Quinn is pissed at Sirianni right now for going for 2 on this. Like, what is the point? What is actually the point of going for 2 here? Like, this is literally a giant middle finger to the Washington Commanders. It's going to be a handoff to Barkley, and no one's running to the ball. Ball's out. Did he get into the end zone? He did. They're going to call it good. And now there's a giant fight breaking out. Flags are flying, bro. I think all 6 of the referees have thrown their flags. Now there's punches being thrown because, I mean, why not at this point? Game's over, so you might as well get a swing in. If you're a Commanders player, bro, you're like, fuck playing on Christmas. I want to spend Christmas at home. Let me get suspended for a game. Let me take a swing at a fucking eagle and let me spend Christmas at home. Oh, dude. Oh, man. That's funny. It looked like it started with Cooper and Will Harris, and then Samerstill got in there. And then it's just a number of players locking arms, and then eventually some punches being thrown. Oh, Samerstill got to the O-lineman a little bit. I think it was an open-handed slap. But he's probably getting suspended, bro. Samerstill wants a good, happy Christmas with his family, bro, instead of having to play on Thursday on Christmas. Bro. Yeah. So the refs are trying to, figure out who threw what punches. Dude, all the flags are out on the field right now. So Javon Kinlaw and Quan Martin have been ejected, not Mike Samerstill. Tyler Steen has been ejected as well. So, yeah. Got a couple super chats that we can catch up on here. $10 from Rob says, may the Cowgirls have a Jerry Christmas. Yep. Listen, man. If I'm Netflix, I am pissed off. Like, dude, all 3 games next week might be irrelevant. If the Steelers beat the Lions tomorrow, like, all 6 of the teams playing might be eliminated from playoff contention. So, have a great Christmas with your family, guys. There's no good football to watch on Thursday. Perfect. All right, man. Kicks away. Commanders getting the football. About 4.5 minutes left to go, down 19. Chris Moore will take the kick, and he barely gets back to the 25, if that. All right, man. A postgame? They might score. There might be more scoring, so no. Shotgun, Josh Johnson will throw, caught. Traylon Burks on a stop route gets about 5. We will be going to be live on Thursday on Christmas. Oh, this is what happened. Mariota got stepped on by Nolan Smith. It was unintentional, but yeah. Shotgun for Johnson. He's going to go check down option. McNichols makes a nice move, picks up a first down, gets to the 37 or so. Shotgun Johnson hands it off. Pretty good running lane up the middle here for Chris Rodriguez Jr. He picks up 8. Yeah, you could tell Eagles are just, they know they've got this game in hand. They're just playing soft. Again in the shotgun, Johnson will hand it off again. Chris Rodriguez will pick up another 4 or 5 and another Commanders first down. Now Brandon Coleman is down injured. Oh man, that sucks for him. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Already down Laramie Tunsil. We don't know if he's going to be able to play next week on Christmas, but now Brandon Coleman is under his own power walking to the sideline, but he's really hurting. Now he has to stop. It takes a couple more steps to the sideline, but he looks like he's in a lot of pain. And that sucks because, he had this great opportunity to show what he could do at tackle. He's had kind of a rough day today, but this is what it is. Hopefully Brandon will be okay. First down and 10 for the Washingtons. Someone asked what happened. He just fell to the ground. Might have been non-contact, honestly, which is even scarier. Handoff here up the middle. Chris Rodriguez Jr. fighting hard, still going. And he's carrying Eagles down to the 30-yard line. At least, excuse me. At least C-Rod's got some fight in him. And timeout Eagles with 1 second before the 2-minute warning. Are you kidding me? CGM comes in with a 2. A good question here. Well, we got a couple. Let's catch up on these guys. Says, wonder what Jaden is thinking right now. Just got a couple picks higher in the draft order to take a nice edge rusher or trade down or something. CGM with a 2 says, at least we eliminated Dallas. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Positive spin. Cowgirls get to sit on their ass along with us in a couple weeks here. Yeah, it's not like they were going to win the division even if we won. The Eagles probably would have found some sort of way to win the division. But first down and 10 here. Johnson, nothing there, and he's going to get tripped up, and it's going to be sacked. Big loss. And I think Sam Cosme got rolled over, and I think he's on the ground. Hopefully he's okay. Dude. I have no words, guys. Gwendolyn with a 5 says, if I'm a Commanders GM, I would sign Kyle McCord from Eagles practice squad as payback. Yeah. Honestly, dude, like if. Yeah, I mean, I would take McCord over Thompson, but. Brandon Coleman heading to the locker room. God, dude, to see these, I mean, it's not like it's going to affect the season at all. Like, the season's obviously over, but you just hate to see guys get injured like that late in games that are over. That's how Jaden got hurt against Seattle. You're completely right there, Ponzi. But yeah, man, if you want to bring in Taylor Heineke, if you want to bring in Kyle McCord this week, they might just play Josh Johnson. That's you missed the super chat though. Wait, no, you didn't. No. Oh yeah, CGM says if Marcus is out, do you start Sam on Thursday? I mean, is Sam even going to be good to go? And like, here's the thing about Sam Hartman. For as bad as Josh Johnson is, I think Sam Hartman might be worse, dude.
There was a play in that Bengals game where they were up before half, and he threw it right to the defensive back for a pick six.
Yeah,
And then he turned the ball over on the next drive.
I mean, just being objective, like, I'm not even saying this to be mean. I'm not sure if there's a worse quarterback, period, on an NFL roster, practice squad or otherwise, than Sam Hartman.
Yeah. And I think the Commanders have two guys who should not even probably be in the league on their roster or in practice squad.
Yep. It's disappointing, bro. Because what do I always say, Ponzi? At this point in the year, you can't win. Because if you play well and you win games, fans are mad at the team for winning because their draft positioning's worse. But then you get games like this where it's just such an embarrassing second half. And, like, listen, man, I'm not really expecting this team to play better than they did. Like, it's not like I had higher expectations when Marcus Mariota comes down. But, like, it just makes for such a unentertaining product to watch. All right, we're on the other side of the 2-minute warning here. I wonder if they just keep running the football, trying to just get this game over with. Trips left, shotgun for Johnson. He'll take the snap, and he fumbled it, and he picks it up. You can't make it up, bro. Josh Johnson fumbled a shotgun snap. He took his eyes off the football before he caught it. Yeah, something like that. How has Josh Johnson stayed in the National Football League as long as he has? Like, honestly. Well, if there's one thing Commanders and Eagles fans can agree on is F the Cowboys. Trips right here, shotgun for Johnson. He's got a clean pocket. He's going to launch down the field. Incomplete. Pass interference. At least it should be, and it is. Looks like Ricks, the backup corner. It looks like the Eagles' backups are in the game. This is going to be brought down to maybe the 2 or maybe the 3 or 4. Oh, sorry, no, it's not Ricks. It's Kelly Ringo, the backup corner for Philly. Wrapped his arm around Burks' hip. Got a Venmo here that we can hit here. First down and goal. Johnson hands it off. Chris Rodriguez Jr. makes a man miss, and he's in for the touchdown. Appreciate the fight from C-Rod, man. Appreciate the fight from him. He is not slowed down. And we'll probably get an onside kick. But Sam Grubby coming with another 10 says, F the Eagles. F the Eagles. F the Eagles. F the Eagles. Have fun losing in the first round in the playoffs, Philly. Have fun with that, bro. 2-point conversion. Johnson hands it off on the 2-point. McNichols cuts back. He's in. Eagles are not even, like, running. They just let him score. Cuts it down to 11. Hey, man, you can get a stop here, punt return for a touchdown, onside kick. You still got a chance. Right, guys? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right, chat? Am I doing this right? We still got a chance, guys. Yeah. Still got a chance. Ah, man. It's all right, bro. It's all right. It's going to be okay, guys. It's going to be okay. Brighter days ahead. Better draft positioning. At this point, final 2 games, you just play for pride. Well, here's the thing. Will the Eagles even play their starters in Philly in a couple weeks? It kind of depends if they can move up or down in the divisional standings, right? Or in the if they can lose that game and move down to the 4 seed, I'm guessing they will play their starters. But watch the Commanders' fans' nightmare come to fruition where you beat the Cowboys at home on Thursday, warm weather team coming to a cold weather state, losing that game, and then the Eagles don't play their starters and the Commanders win their final 2 games. Kicks away onside. And was there a timeout? Was there a timeout here? Both head coaches are speaking to the referees. They don't know what's going on. Oh, man. Still got over 1,000 people watching, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys sticking with us here. Oh, they didn't wait for the ref to get set. All right. Now they're going to try it again, and it's going to be fielded by Skinny Batman Devontae Smith. Now, do the Commanders even use their timeouts? I mean, I obviously wouldn't, but like... Like, listen, man, I will say the refs were not the Commanders' friends in this game, but, like, you didn't lose because of the refs. Like, whenever you lose as handily as you do, or as the Commanders did, especially in the second half, really the game-changing moment in the game was Marcus Mariota's injury. When he got injured and when he was designated as out, the game was over. That's what ended the game. Now, Bobby Wagner will add a tackle to his total today. Give it up for B-Wags, man. He never gives up. He always gives 100% effort. And the Commanders are calling timeouts. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, gotta find something to entertain myself, bro. Man. At this point, hoping for a real good trade down. Let's get a real good trade down, Adam. Get an additional first or at least get an additional second. Yeah. There we go. Pistol for the Eagles. They'll just hand it off to Bigsby, and he will find a little lane, and the Commanders can't tackle, and he will pick up about 12 yards because the Commanders can't tackle anybody. There was probably at least five Commanders players that made contact with Bigsby, and none of them brought him down. Manny's asking, is Dan Quinn on the hot seat? No, I don't think so. Oh, and another injury here. Who is this? Trezon Newton. Is it Trezon? But no, Dan Quinn's job not in jeopardy. Now, if we have another season like this next year, it is. But, 1 year removed from an NFC Championship game appearance, You've had literally the most injured team in the National Football League this year, and it hasn't been close. Yeah, and by the way, I think Dan Quinn does a really good job with his culture building. Like these players play hard for him. I think he's a pretty good defensive mind. He doesn't have a lot of talent to work with, obviously, right now with all the injuries on the defensive side of the ball. But obviously the Eagles can just take a couple knees. All right, Ponzi, whenever you're ready here, let's get into our post-game show. And the Eagles will take one more knee, and that's going to be it here in Week 16. 29-18, Eagles win. Oh, man. Whew. Manny says we got it next season. I think so too, man. I obviously this season it's been over for a long time. Super disappointing. But next year, you have some great opportunities. You're gonna have a lot of cap space. Gonna have some great opportunities to add some veteran talent. You're gonna have an opportunity to trade down in the first round, get some additional draft capital, bring in some good young talent next year as well in the draft. So. And then you get a lot of the guys that have been injured this year back healthy. You'll have finally a full preseason between Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin. Obviously, a big part of this preseason process was Terry sitting out. And then, when he did get back, he only had 2 weeks with Jaden before Jaden got hurt. And then Terry got hurt. And then they never shared the field again until, they played with each other in Minnesota. And Jaden got hurt again. So, it'd be nice. It's going to be nice to have that duo back. I think they're going to add a legit wide receiver too this offseason. I'm really hoping this defense can get rebuilt properly. So, yeah, man, brighter days ahead here in Commanders Nation. Unfortunately, today wasn't one of those brighter days. Let's talk about it on the Commanders Report postgame coming at you right now. The Commanders lose in Week 16 of the 2025 NFL season, losing to the rival Philadelphia Eagles by a final score of 29-18. And the Eagles are currently in Northwest Stadium wearing a hat and a T-shirt celebrating their second straight NFC East championship. It's the first repeat champion in this division in 20 years plus. So that sucks that your rival is celebrating that accomplishment in your building. And, it sucks that this Commander season has gotten to the point here where, we can talk about a loss like this and come away with a positive that the Commanders are getting a better draft pick because of it. Welcome into the Commanders Report. I'm your host, Jack Sperry. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going to have post-game reactions to every single game this year, including the one on Christmas. We'll also be going live on Christmas. That's how dedicated we are here on the Commanders Report. We're going live on Christmas Day. Even though this season is over and there's really nothing to play for on Thursday. But we love you guys. We appreciate the support that you give to this channel, and we're going to be here for all the rest of the Commanders games this season, no matter how bad they get beat or no matter how well they play. Appreciate all of your guys' support, so click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Now, the story of this game, guys, I thought it was a pretty decent start. Defense was getting some stops. Jake Elliott, missed some field goals. Commanders had a 3-point lead going into halftime. Had some missed opportunities early in the second half. Then Marcus Mariota, who honestly didn't play great in this game. He only had a 50% completion percentage, had less than 100 yards when he left with his hand injury. But, when he left with his hand injury today, guys, it was over. All right? The game was over. Whenever you put Josh Johnson in a football game in the National Football League, there's just not going to be a chance for you to win that football game. And, the refs weren't necessarily on the Commanders' side in this one. There's some bad calls, in my opinion, but that's not the reason why you lost this game, in my opinion. The Eagles were just the better team, and maybe this game is different if Marcus Mariota was able to finish the game. But, yeah, that injury really changed the game in my opinion, and the Eagles really stomped on the Commanders the rest of the way. Some injury updates here. Jalen Lane left the game early with an ankle injury after kind of an awkward tackle on the first punt return of the game. Obviously, Marcus Mariota left with a hand injury, and whenever you have an injury and you can't finish the game, you have to wonder. The next question is, will he be able to play on Thursday against the Cowboys? I think it's because it's such a short week, I don't think you can bring in a quarterback and reasonably have them ready to play. So if Mariota can't play, it's either going to be Josh Johnson or Sam Hartman probably on Christmas. And, yeah, man, that would not be great. Then Brandon Coleman left the game late with a lower body injury. He immediately went back to the locker room, was able to walk off on his own power, but it looked like he was in a lot of pain. Last week you lost Laramie Tunsil. This week you lose Brandon Coleman. We'll see if Tunsil's able to go on Thursday for the Christmas game, but we might be looking at an emergency situation at left tackle here in Washington. And then Sam Cosmi left the game late as well with an injury as well. We don't know actually if it might be lower body. We don't know. It looked like he got tumbled over. It might have been his head. But, we'll see what that ends up being. Jerzon Newton also left the game late with an injury. Might have been lower body. We don't have confirmation on what that is just yet. But we'll see what these injuries look like, and we'll get you guys updates as the week goes on here as we get ready for Christmas Day. But we'll get into some takeaways here. There were some missed opportunities early, in my opinion. You get a fumble recovery on the opening kickoff, and you get the ball inside the Eagles' 30, and then you have the ball at the 3-yard line. There's a bad non-call on a DPI on Cooper DeJean, literally holding down the arm of the Commanders' receiver. No call. And then after that, with a great opportunity to go up a touchdown, you're at your own 3-yard line, or you're at the Eagles' 3-yard line, I should say. They decided to kick the field goal. And I just can't explain why Dan Quinn did that. He's usually known as a pretty aggressive head coach. And, this is a game where it's kind of like an effort game. Go out, try and win the ball game. All right, you don't have anything to lose in this game. The Eagles are a better team on paper. You got to take those opportunities when they come, and they didn't. They took the points there, and then they got a 3-and-out, and then they got the ball back with a chance to go up 2 scores. Got a holding penalty, missed that opportunity. Then you got the ball to start the second half with a chance to go up 2 scores. And once again, you can't get points. So just some missed opportunities in this game to really take this one by the balls and, take control of it and put some pressure on the Eagles. Unfortunately, they fell short of that, and then the Mariota injury happened. And the game was over. Once Josh Johnson came into the game, we said it on the live watch party. We said immediately, if Mariota can't come back in this game, it's over. And we had a lead at that point. All right, we said the game was over with a lead. That's how bad Josh Johnson is as a backup option at quarterback, guys. And that's not to be mean to Josh Johnson or anything like that. It's just being objective about what he's capable of doing on an NFL football field at this point in his career. I mean, that interception he threw today off his back foot, crosses body, right to Cooper DeJean. I mean, Cooper DeJean probably hasn't had an interception that easy since high school. Like, it was just floating right to him. So, if Josh Johnson or Sam Hartman has to play for this team next week on Thursday, oh my goodness, it's not going to be a happy Christmas here in Washington. But then we get to Chris Rodriguez Jr., and, I appreciate C-Rod. He got a touchdown late. He ran hard all game long. But, there's just a different quality to Bill Krosky-Merritt, and I just don't understand why he's not getting the number 1 running back carries. I mean, maybe they were preserving Bill, but they gave Chris Rodriguez Jr. almost double the carries that Bill got today. Now, he actually rushed for a greater average than Bill. But I think that was kind of padded by the late game kind of, garbage time yards that he got. The Eagles were playing extremely soft at the end of the game. But, I think Bill is pretty clearly the best running back on this team. And to see him being pretty much delegated to run number 3 running back duties at this point in the season is disappointing to me. I wish they would use him more and give him more of a true tryout to be this team's number 1 running back next year. And the fact that they're not giving him that kind of attention and that kind of reps at this point in the year makes me think that the Commanders might look towards signing a bigger name in free agency to be this team's number 1 running back next year, or maybe drafting a running back earlier in next year's NFL draft to pair with Bill. But certainly disappointing to me that, after almost a nearly 100-yard performance last week against the Giants, he only gets 8 carries today. For me, that's disappointing. So you be the judge for me down there in the comment section. Grade today's performance from the Commanders, A, B, C, D, or F. For me, I'll give them like a D. You know, they fought decently well in this one, I guess. You know, they were able to do some good things. They had a lead going into halftime, and they were very competitive when Marcus Mariota was in the game. And then, you know, you can't really control injuries. But I'm still going to give them a D. Not a great performance from the Commanders today. But before we get into the rest of this week's preview, let's have a word from our sponsor today at Fanatics. You guys can go to chatsports.com/Daniels to pick up a Jaden Daniels jersey for 30% off with code ELF today only, guys. So whether you want the Super Bowl era alternate, whether you want the black alternate, or what you want to go with the classic home burgundy or the classic away white, you guys can go to chatsports.com/Daniels. Pick up a 30% off discount when you use our link and use code ELF today. So we appreciate your guys' support. All right, let's get into the rest of these takeaways here. First, I want to say that I appreciate the fight. All right, this team is really down bad. On paper, the Commanders had no business being in this football game. You know, you have a ton of injuries on defense, offense, the whole 9 yards. You don't have your starting quarterback. You didn't have your second-string quarterback for much of the second half. A lot of stuff has just not gone the Commanders' way on the injury front this year, and that's just the reality of it. They showed a graphic on the game today that they have the most games missed due to injury for any team in the National Football League by a wide margin, I might add. All right, so this has just been the season from hell in terms of injuries, and I appreciate the fact that this team does, you know, bring the juice and bring the fight every single week on both sides of the ball. They don't have a lot of talent left on this team. That's still healthy, but at least they're trying. Then the final takeaway here is up we go in the NFL draft here, folks. You know, the positive spin when you're in the position the Commanders are in where the season is over is that when you lose games, you go up in the draft order. So, you know, we'll see where the Commanders end up fallen based on what happens here in Week 16. I'm sure they'll probably move up a spot or two heading into Week 17. If they continue to lose against the Cowboys and the Eagles again to finish the season, they could end up even with as high as a top 5 draft pick. So we'll just have to see what these other teams in the top 10 of the draft order do here in the coming weeks. But certainly the Commanders are in position right now to be in pretty good position to trade down in the first round and get a good haul and, you know, get an additional high draft pick for trading down in the first round. So at least if you're looking at the positive aspect of this loss, that's where I would point you to. So point the finger for me down there in the comment section. Who's the most to blame for the loss today? I would blame Marcus Mariota's injury. I'm not blaming Marcus for getting injured. That would be stupid, but I'm blaming the injury on Marcus Mariota as the reason why you lost as bad as you did, because the Commanders' offense was just not competitive before garbage time with Josh Johnson in there. They just weren't. So hopefully it looks better in weeks to come. But that's what I'll blame the loss on today. Could blame a bunch of other stuff as well. Could blame injuries. Could blame the refs if you want to. But at the end of the day, it's another loss for the Washington Commanders, and up we go in the draft order here, folks. Just some final thoughts here. This was the final game of the year where I kind of cared about winning because I didn't want the Eagles to celebrate the division championship in our building. And unfortunately, that's happening right now. And, you know, that idea and that thought is making me sick because I hate the Eagles, dude. Like, I think, you know, they suck, all right? So, listen, man, Philly, enjoy it. First consecutive NFC East championship in a long time. But I think we all kind of expect the Eagles to maybe be one and done in the playoffs this year. They're not playing particularly great. Commanders were in the lead and really in control of this game for a long time, and it had to, the Eagles needed the Commanders' second-string quarterback to get injured to take control of this ball game. So that kind of shows you the state that the Philadelphia Eagles are in right now. But listen, man, congratulations to them. We just got to take it week by week at this point here on the Commanders Report, and now we move on to Christmas and the Dallas Cowgirls. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Greatly appreciate your guys' support. Again, we're going to be here on the Commanders Report for the rest of the season, giving you guys daily, informative, and free Commanders content, getting you ready for the 2026 offseason. It's going to be a big one here for Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, and company. So if you don't want to miss anything this offseason, make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Till next time, hail to the Commanders. All right. So that'll be it for today's show, guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys for stopping by here today. We'll catch you guys with a video sometime tomorrow. And then we'll have videos come out every day before we play again on Thursday on Christmas Day. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. We'll see you guys next time. And until then, guys, hail to the Commanders.